All the bitches, baby, pretty, and they don't know to the end. Super nice. Do it for the super nice. Super nice.
There we go. There we go.
Hey T,
What's going on?
is it okay? Do you care if I live stream it from Instagram too? Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, let's make sure that's cool with you. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. We are live. Give yourselves a round. Hold on, man. Hold on. I got to get this together. Hold on right now. We got to get this together. We need a round of applause in the building. A round of applause. What day is this? This is day 18. I can't get the round of applause button. It's just tripping on me right now. This is day 18 of Black History Month. For the red, the green, and the black. Give yourselves a round of applause. Let's see if it's gonna work. No, it's still tripping. Hold on. Let's see. Round of applause. Hold on, man. There we go. Give yourselves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, all around there. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yes, there it is. There it is. All right. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio Show, where we plays no games and we keep it all the way real, 100 and relevant up in this piece. Man, tonight you in for a special treat. We got my girl Myra Cassidy. She gonna sing us a solo. All right, okay, I'm playing. We got my girl Jazzy. She gonna sing us a solo. Hence the name Jazzy. Come on now. Okay, I'm joking. All right, but what we will do, we're gonna speak some truth tonight. Yep, you seen it. She say he's just a friend, but, and I think a lot of times when we talk about the word friend, we have to clarify some things, because if you don't clarify when you're talking about friends, things can get real upside down and people will be lost. Okay, so tonight that's gonna be my job, is to clarify some things when we talk about friends, because at the end of the day, okay, yes, your mate, whoever that may be, yeah, it should be your friend, but we have to distinguish. When you say someone is your friend, you need to be able to distinguish whether they are a platonic friend or a chemical friend. We can't just be doing no well, you know, we started out platonic, but you know how it is. We were spending so much time, and then hey, we began to knock boots around here. No, we ain't doing that. We're not talking about that tonight. But anyway, that's just my little opening rant. But what we want to do real quick, man, for all of the black people that has labored and died on behalf of us that we might live, we want to take a quick moment of silence right now. All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do now, we're not going to belabor the time. So we have a good friend that's here, and she's here to present a project that she's working on. And she's a very talented sister. Now, you know what? All I'm gonna say is check her out on IG. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Miss Myra Cassidy. Uh-oh.
Here, and thank
Oh,
you for,
I heard you muted. Go ahead
oh,
now.
okay, gotcha. Well, thank you for allowing me to take a bit of your show to talk about this project that I'm working on. I'm very passionate about it, Tyron. So I appreciate your time, brother. I'm
You're
working
welcome.
on a project called Myra's Muscular Dystrophy Project, and I got the idea to bring awareness to this horrible disease because it affects African Americans at a very small percentage. However, it's still a very big issue. So it's called muscular dystrophy. And what it is, it's a disorder that basically destroys muscle mass until it gets to the heart and then the lungs. And that's usually how a person dies. And when you say muscular dystrophy, a lot of people, I feel like, confuse that because the initials are MD. I feel like a lot of people confuse that with muscular sclerosis, which is what, Richard Pryor has, which is what Tamia, the singer, has. And it's not that. This is called muscular dystrophy. The reason why it's so close to my heart is because I have a relative, a cousin of mine who has muscular dystrophy. She was, of course, it's hereditary. She was born with it. So she never had the opportunity to really walk. At the age of 6 months, she couldn't sit up. The doctors told her mother that she would die by the age of 3. Well, she proved them wrong. Then they said she's going to die at 6. She proved them wrong. She's going to die at 9. She proved them wrong. And now she's well over that time frame. She's actually about 50 years old now. I hate telling her age because I know she's just a classy lady. But, I first came in contact with her when I was in high school as a freshman and realized that I had this relative working at my school. And we just bonded, and she just helped me through some really trying times. She's an extraordinary person. Her name, Tamika Black. She is an Alpha sorority member. She has 2 master's degrees. She has 2 bachelor degrees. Her degrees are like in business administration as well as special education. So she's just this really extraordinary, fascinating woman with this extraordinary, fascinating story. But my concern is the fact that whenever you are dealing with something that's rare, it's very hard to get the services that you need, I personally feel. What I'm saying is with muscular dystrophy, there's different types of it. And I'm not a medical professional or anything like that, though I have worked in the medical field for 10 years and seen different things. And I've actually had the opportunity to see a young man who had this horrible disease. He was a teenager. And I think about him now and I'm like, I know he's not alive at this point, because at the point when I met him, it was already attacking his lungs pretty badly.
And you said it
But
attacks all the
unfortunately, it
organs.
appears a different, it attacks, it's like it basically, it destroys the muscles until it gets to the lungs and the heart. So here's an example. A child, and it can appear at any age, even adults can get it, but primarily it's a childhood disorder. So here's an example. A child can be like a quote unquote normal child. And then at the age of 5, the parents will notice that they're walking on their toes, like they're a toe walker. And then
Okay.
what's happening is the muscles are starting to diminish, starting with the feet. And it works its way up until it gets to the heart and the lungs. Some individuals get it very aggressively, some don't. Like my cousin, like I said, she's 50, so she has basically outlived, what science said should be, right? Because this is something that primarily affects white males, and usually only make it to be like teenagers. But some people can live to be in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. And my cousin, this wonderful, extraordinary woman, has made it all the way to her 50s. Well, my concern is the fact that, her mother has always been her primary caretaker, and now she's very elderly. And when I, spent some time with them in December, I was like, you know what? It's time for me to do something about this. What can I do? And I came up with Myra's Muscular Dystrophy Project, which is just to basically try to raise, it's a fundraiser. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to raise $10,000 for her to go towards treatment and getting things that she needs and things that she should have, and just being able to kind of be a cushion in her time of need. So the goal was to raise $10,000, and then of course to bring awareness to this disease, because like I said, for her, it's a rarity that she's, first of all, survived this long, number one. Number two, she's an African American female. So when you are dealing with the disorder that where the people who have it don't really look like you, already that's a challenge. And those are things you have to deal with. And I'm trying to bring awareness to this, horrible disease. I mean, even when I Googled how many African Americans have muscular dystrophy and really couldn't get a solid answer. That's how rare it is. But it's affecting people's lives and it needs to be talked about. Kevin Hart, he has a foundation for muscular dystrophy, but it's primarily for kids. And like I said, I'm trying to bring awareness to muscular dystrophy and the way it's affecting the Black community. And of course, my cousin who I'm trying to work to do this fundraiser for, she's just a wonderful, extraordinary person. And I feel like now I want to do something. And I asked myself, what can I do?
Well, just let us know where to go. Post the link. I mean, I can write it right now in the chat room so everybody can see it to start donating now, to begin to donate now.
Yes, please, please, please. So it's called, you go to the GoFundMe.com. So it's GoFundMe.com.
Okay.
And then it's that /F/ again. And then it's Myra's, MIRAS - muscular, and then another dash, and it's dystrophy. So one thing I want to say is when this first started,
I hope I did it right.
Oh, I can check it for you.
I'm about to put it on the screen.
Okay. Oh, DY on dystrophy.
DY.
Yep, and then there's there's an N in front of that M. So
okay. All right, when you get off, you can put that in the chat.
I can type it. If I can type it,
yeah, you can type it.
Okay, I'll type it. Great. But one thing I want to say that's beautiful about this project, it started Monday, right? And it's supposed to go to March the 1st. And already at first it started off with me kind of being solo in it, solo trying to go at this. My cousin Tamika, she's jumping in there, and then other people are jumping in there too. So I'm no longer just kind of, a one-woman show, which is a great thing. Originally, when I tried to pull in a team, people were just kind of busy and COVID's going on and it's creating challenges. But now that it's going, I'm seeing some progress, and I'm like, this is going to be a great thing. So I'm just glad that I decided to go ahead and do it and kick off 2021. Doing this.
Let me ask you, Mar, have you have you raised I mean, I don't want to ask how much money you raised, but have you got some money coming in?
No, I mean, I've got my first donation, and it's it's no secret because when you go to the GoFundMe page, it shows it. So thank you so much, Kimberly. I appreciate your donation, but I want to get the word out there and get those donations rolling in. So we got time left, definitely, and it's about getting out there and saying and letting people know what I'm trying to do. So that way they know, and just give what you can, even if it's $5, that adds up, So yeah, I'm hoping that we get to our goal.
Okay, before you go, I'm gonna add my two co-hosts for the night. I'm gonna add them to the stream and just see if they have any questions, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Let me see.
Sure.
John and my estranged guest co-host Jazzy. All right, can y'all hear me? Oh, I guess they both must win. They must have win. Oh, there go John.
Hey, John, how you doing?
What's up? What's going on?
There go Jazzy.
Hey.
My strange co-host Jazzy. And my boy John. What up, y'all?
What's up? It's been a long time.
Very, very long time.
I
brought y'all in just in case if y'all had any questions for the for her as far as muscular dystrophy.
No, I didn't have any questions.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm trying to type it in now into the chat here. But yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys giving me a piece of your time to talk about this topic because I'm really, really passionate about it. It's really, really important. It's just a horrible, disease, and unfortunately, just when you see people that you love going through it, you can't help but be emotional and want to do something. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I hope you get every last bit of that 10,000. Seriously, it's gonna be here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna probably air a little bit over on my page on my storyline so people can donate and give. Because I mean it's
Please
Black History
do.
Month. It's Black History
Please
Month.
do.
People, we
Please
making
do.
history. We're gonna make history by donating to something that is really worthwhile.
I heard that.
Please do. Yes, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your time.
You put it in the private chat, Myra.
Oh, did I? Oh man,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You go up to the comments. Go up to comments.
See, okay, it's a different tab. Wait a minute now.
Oh, you might have to go on your phone because I don't know if you can do it from your from where you at. You might have to go on your phone and just type it in that way. Hold on, wait. Let me
You know
see if
what?
I could I can copy and
Oh,
paste that. I'm about to copy and paste. Hold on.
yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. Okay.
I'm copying right now.
Okay, cool. Great, great, great. Good stuff.
Okay, well, hey, thank you, Myra.
Thank
Please do not
you.
be a stranger because you're gonna have to join one of these panels one day, and
Hey, let me
we're gonna talk
know.
about dating, and we're gonna get Myra hooked up, y'all, for real.
Here you go.
Myra, she gonna be in a happy, lasting relationship. She ain't gonna
Oh,
be in no
we already have conversations about that. You already
most
know how I feel about
definitely, and I'm saying you ain't gonna be in no cheap thrill either. You're gonna be in something that is self-sustaining.
Okay. All right. Cool.
You see what I'm saying? I got to speak this thing into existence, right?
I feel that.
All right. Thank you, Myra. Appreciate it.
All right. Likewise. You guys have a good night.
You
You
too.
too. Man, what up, John and Jazzy? How y'all doing? Y'all all right?
I'm good. Not too long. Just got off work, so I'm good.
Don't be acting all modest, please,
I'm
Jazzy.
sorry.
Please do not act modest tonight, okay?
I'm sorry. Oh, you gonna get my opinion.
Cause tonight we getting ready to go ham tonight, okay? We are about to go ham, not HAM, but HEM. Hey, John, check your volume or something. Cause can you hear me, Jazzy?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
He said he can't
Can you
hear
hear
me.
me, Ty?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Are you asking
Oh, okay.
me? Yeah, I can hear you.
John, man,
Okay, I can hear you.
turn your Wi-Fi on, John.
I did.
Oh, I see all the queens then showed up, y'all. The queens from Rock Truth is in the building. Look at it. We got Mary Kennedy. We got my girl Shannon. We got Evelyn Lopez. Oh, look who we got on the screen. I'm about to just bring her in. Look who we got on the screen.
Here, what?
Doc Ock is on the screen with us.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're not about to hop into the we ain't about to hop into the topic. We're gonna let that simmer real quick because you already know me. It's gonna get crazy when I bring that one in. But right now, I gotta ask y'all a question. Yo, John, have you seen in the news what's going on with Steph Curry's wife?
I glanced at it very briefly when I was at work. Something about her taking a nude photograph.
Nude photograph. She
She
took a nude
Graduated
photograph.
from bikini to nude. Oh, okay.
All right.
But this is my thing though. See,
I
honestly, I hate calling
didn't
other
hear
men
or get
weak.
to read none of the backlash, but I was like,
You
who
know what?
cares?
No, let me go in real quick. I'm gonna go in. I really
Okay.
don't like calling other men weak, but I'm like, man, my question is, this is a married woman though. Why is this married woman out here doing that? That's my question.
So
Jazzy,
I mean,
Jazzy, don't be giving them,
Maybe she
me them
bored.
looks.
but it seems like it's something that they agreed on that they both were okay with. I don't think she
Man.
went behind his back and took it and
Right.
it got leaked. Like, is that what happened? Like, it got leaked, or this is like a professional photo shoot? that was done.
just like she was talking crazy to the refs, and she exposed some of their bedroom. Well, I ain't gonna say bedroom, but talking about she wants some attention without getting his permission. She probably took this picture and did the same thing.
I mean, you saying probably though, so you
But
don't know.
who
So you assuming.
cares?
You assuming. And on top of
Okay,
that, you're assuming.
are we taking up? Are we taking up for her, or are
No,
we
we're not
holding
taking
her
up for her.
accountable?
No, we are holding ourselves accountable for how we mind other people's business. If you gonna mind somebody else's business, at
You
least
know
don't
what?
make
I'm
assumptions.
gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. As far as her, I tried seriously. I tried to mind my business, but if I keep seeing you come across my headline news, I'm like, obviously you want me to say something. Like this the third. Let's see. This the third thing. Like man, like I gave you a pass when you was talking crazy to the refs. Then you talking about some you want attention. Now you got the attention. Now I mean clearly you got it. Now you done took the naked picture, so everybody see you now. Like hey, I'm here.
So it's full frontal.
Well, no, she kind of got her legs kind of covering
Oh,
up some of the
it's
parts.
it's semi-nude. That's what's
Yes.
considered
Oh,
semi-nude.
okay.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you're nude, but you're not showing anything.
As far as I know, that's the only pick I've seen. She could have some more out there. That's what I'm saying. She got some more news out there that's more revealing.
Still assuming and speculating because you are
Right.
not saying that she does.
Well, I'm not a journalist, so I can get the pass to say, oh yeah, we supposed to say allegedly. That's right.
I mean, it's not even
Allegedly.
about saying. I'm just
Let's
saying.
say
So I'm just
allegedly.
saying for your own personal sake, because if you're assuming things, and that invalidates whatever argument you have because it's based on something that's
Well,
not
this
real.
is not the
Like it's a
courtroom.
hypothetical situation.
This
It's not
is
even
not the courtroom.
How are you
This is
making
not
an
the
opinion
courtroom. So
about
in the
something that's not
courtroom,
even
we don't
real?
have to really be accurate in the court. We don't have to be accurate if we're not in the courtroom.
It's not about being accurate.
We can voice
Why
our
would you have an
opinions.
opinion about something?
So, yo, John, what else you got on that, John?
I really don't care, bro. I done heard about her shenanigans.
Ah,
Shenanigans.
Her wanting attention and blah blah blah. Now she took a nude picture. Don't care.
see,
I
okay,
hate to be so bland about it, but it's like Black History Month, and this shit done popped up. Who cares?
but that's what I'm saying. It's taking us away from celebrating Black history.
She not your
That's why
type,
we should ignore it.
basically. Just say that. She not your type.
No, she is a
It's
pretty
not
woman,
it's,
but
it's not that
she's a
she's
pretty
not my
woman,
type.
but
She's an attractive, young lady and what
yeah.
everything, but it's like who cares? You know what I'm saying? What they do in their household is what they do in their household. Now when the Curry family starts sending me some checks, I'll be more than happy to give a detailed opinion about what's
Yo,
going on. But
John,
until
don't do
then,
that, John.
she
Don't
took
do
new
that, John.
photos. Who cares?
John, don't do the
Who
check thing, because
cares?
you know what happened. You know what happened last time when you said checks. Kardashian.
Man, listen, I'm
Don't do
just
that.
saying.
Don't do that, John.
Why should we care? Why should we care?
No, I'm not okay. I'm not saying you should care. I'm saying this is that obviously she wants some attention from us because it keep coming across my headline news. So therefore, I'm gonna give her a little 5 minutes. I don't know how long we've been on this. I'm gonna give her 5 minutes of fame, and then we're gonna move on to Dr. Dre and his wife because she's still
I
in the
mean,
news.
if she want to put some little outfits on and do the busted challenge, I'll support that. But
Bust it, bust it,
it's really not
bust
a big deal.
it, man. I mean, all right, okay, all right, ain't a big deal. Now I want to get to Jazzy now because Jazzy is a married woman. And what you got to say about that, Jazzy?
I mean, I wouldn't do it.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm
not
talking about.
my personality anyway. But yeah, no, I haven't done the busset challenge or the silhouette challenge. I ain't done none of that. So yeah, I'm good.
See, I'm gonna say it's something about when you are really truly married, you have a poise about yourself not to just do things out of ignorance.
Yeah.
I mean, it's people that do it with their spouse. Like I've seen a couple of busted challenges where they were like actually doing it. It was funny too as well. But
What was they doing?
The busted challenge, did you see the one where she was sneaking and doing it, and he walked in the room and she pretended like she was fixing the bed,
right?
Squatting and fixing the bed.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I seen a busted challenge that was porn. I had to hurry up and click off
I
back.
saw
It,
that
it
one.
was
But all of those challenges go left like that
Okay.
real quick. So
that mug went. It came from Twitter. It came from Twitter,
it's
and
always
somebody sent it to me. I said, "Let me see what this is." I said, "Oh
I
no,
saw that.
hey!"
the
But you know
silhouette
what?
challenge
Hey,
too.
the
Yeah.
girl looked like she knew what she was doing. Though I said, "Okay, I give you a 10. I give you a 10. I give you a 10, girl. I give you a 10. Call me later, girl." Nah.
You hooked up with that OnlyFans, right?
No, I'm not.
Ready
I'm
to
not
see
on
that?
OnlyFans.
No.
I ain't never been on there. I ain't never been on there. You can't have. Hold on. Let me see what this say. Hold on. Somebody in my chat
You
room.
got to
Oh,
pay
that's
for that.
you can't have to be married to possess character.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't have to be married to possess
Oh,
character.
okay,
Right.
No.
okay. True. You don't
And
have to be married. You know what I'm saying? It's people. It's teenagers. Got nothing but character. I drive them every day to school.
can you
Teenagers
text it to me for me?
got good character.
Or just
What'd
get
you say,
this.
John?
Oh no, my wife just said my mama wants to call in. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Uh-oh.
Tell her. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if we kicking over here on the radio side of the game. Yo, D, can you hear us, D? I don't know if he can hear us. Yo, take the phone off mute, D.
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh man, you got it?
Can you hear me? All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
boss.
yeah, yeah.
Man, I just got to regurgitating that junk that was on yesterday, man.
Hey, turn YouTube down. Turn YouTube down.
Yeah, well, I didn't get all of that, man.
What junk
Just
was on yesterday? What
get
you were
all of that.
regurgitating?
How you doing, ladies?
Hey,
You ladies are looking mighty nice tonight.
thanks. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Uh,
What was
I hope I
what was you
ain't
regurgitating?
too far out.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
I see the doctor already know what I'm talking about. That
Oh,
show that was on yesterday, Rock Tell a Lie True.
oh, hey, okay. Hey, this is what we're gonna do real quick. This is what we're gonna do real quick. We're gonna take a quick little break and oh man, I don't have no spiritual I don't have no spiritual music to play, but this right here should get you in the mood. It should get you in the mood. I'm looking, man, for real, if you listening to anybody, I need some uncopyrighted music because I got a tons of copyrighted music that I cannot play. Somebody got some background. Somebody got some background going. Hold on, let me do something real quick. All right, there we go. All right, so this is what we're gonna do real quick. We're gonna take a quick little break, and we'll be right back. And we're gonna start up the show with our topic tonight. I see. We got a lot of people in the building, so we got to do this thing tonight. We got to do this thing tonight. All right, we'll be right back. Give me about like a few minutes. We may not even play all of this song. Let me see what song is this we're gonna play. Oh, we're gonna give them a little bit of that. Nah, they ain't ready for that. No, they ain't ready for that. Oh. All right, since it's no, they might ban me for that one. No, I can't play that one. Hold on, let's see. I guess we're gonna play this one right here then. Ease.
You want me to just sing, bro?
No, John, no, just there you go right there. There you go right there.
When you wanna be satisfied, surely I need to know how far you're willing to go. Shorty, if I can be the freest fantasy, girl, I promise that I would do what it I wanna know what you're thinking about. Wanna know what you're feeling about. Wanna know how it feels inside. Wanna be all up in your mind. Wanna spend all the time with you. Wanna know that you feel it too. Baby girl, wanna make you a fool. Shorty, you look so fine. You look so fine. Shorty, you look so fine. But God, I'm making right. Shorty, come next to me. But I'ma be faithful to you, baby. Shorty, you're all I need. You're all I need. The time is right. Gonna take my time, yeah. And I promise to you, gonna make your body ooh, yeah. Oh, babe, ooh, oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's the jam right there. Let's go. Ah. Man, if I didn't have to engineer this show, I'd be up dancing right now. Oh. All right, okay, we back, man. Shout out to 3-Piece from Chi-Town. Chi-Town 3-Piece. Man. I can't find the mute button. No. 3-Piece. 3-Piece. There we go, man. All right, that is right there. Oh man, here we go, y'all. Here we go, man. And here we go. Tonight's topic, but let me hold on before we do the topic. Let me say, I am just saying hey to all the queens and the wanted queen, all the wannabe queens. Okay, that's what D just put up there. All right, well, that's what we're gonna do. I need to put the number. I want to put the phone number in the chat real quick before we get started. 323-87. Hold on, whoa. Hold on, I got a banner for that. We're gonna put the number in the chat. And what we're gonna do is after we do that, we're gonna say, hey, welcome back to the BZNZ Internet Talk Radio Show, where I am your gracious host, Tyrant Joe. And tonight you are in for a treat. That is, my friend. And tonight's show, we are talking about she say he's just a friend, but and you can use that vice versa, however you want to use that. You can say he's just a friend, but this goes to the situation of what really constitutes a friend, and how do you really know a person is really a true friend? Yeah, we're gonna take some quick pause. We're gonna be pausing in between this because y'all know how I do. I got to go for mine. Give me about 5 minutes on the clock, and then I'm gonna toss it off to everybody that's in the studio. Is gonna get tossed off to you. Let's see. It says a person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual or family relations. Let's go to the ending. Typically exclusive of sexual or family relations. That's Google. That's Google's definition. Now, let's do this real quick. Let's go to the Bible. Let's see. It was something I was looking up earlier because people want to quote the Bible. They want to quote much of the Bible when it comes down to dating and courtship, and it comes down to being friends. And so, what we're going to do tonight, we are going to go to the Bible because I like to meet you where you're at. And if you are coming from the Bible, my friend, I am going to do my honest job to come from the Bible right along with you because there are points that need to be proven, points that need to be spoke about. For the most part, I agree with everything that has been said, everything that was said on the show last night, much of it. But there are some nuances that has to be talked about. Okay. Can you really truly hey, here goes some questions. Write this down. Write this down while I'm talking. Because you might forget. Can you really truly be friends like friend? Scripture talks about a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. What is a brother? What is a brother? See, these are words. These are words that we really cannot throw these words around loosely. Like when we say words like king and queen. You have to, if you're gonna call somebody those names, you gotta know what you're saying. You gotta know what you're doing when you call these names to these people. If you're gonna call somebody a friend, you gotta know exactly what you are saying when you call this person your friend. And if this person is your brother, I mean, like, I ain't talking about blood. I'm talking about like this is the person that you call your brother. You gotta know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We can't do this thing loosely. You know what I'm saying? We can't just say, all right, man, this my friend because he's my friend because he gave me $1. He's my friend because he opened up the door for me. Or she's my friend because she gave me $1 or she opened up the door for me. No. Uh go deeper. Go deeper. Have you all and I'm saying this because this is what a good buddy told me. He told me that we was not friends. He said because we had not been through nothing. He was like, no, he said, you my homie, but he said, no, we ain't really, you know what I'm saying? We ain't really been through nothing. Like he was my buddy was a martial artist, and he was like, we ain't been in no fights before. He was like, you ain't. He said, we ain't had to clean the whole room out. He was like, are you really my friend? So I mean, he was breaking it down to me. Let's see. A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. I'm just gonna go down this list and just start reading. Some gonna stick. Greater love has no one than this, that someone laid down his life for his friends. Is that you? Are you that type of friend that you willing to take that bullet? And my good friend Jazzy, she know we did this show probably about 4 years ago in 2017. We had to dig deep about this word friend. Let's keep going. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Ooh. Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another. Ooh. They two are better than one because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up. I'm gonna stop right there. Let me go to this one. Do not be deceived. Bad company ruins good morals. Ooh. Therefore, encourage one another and build one another up, just as you are doing. See, the thing is, when you talk about friend, and we're gonna get on the opposite sex being friends, because I mean, yes, I do have friends that are women, but at the end of the day, I can honestly say that these women that I've called friend, no, we have not, done anything, to compromise. If you can catch my drift, we have not done anything to compromise the friendship. Okay, we talking about. I mean, we talking about like true real friend, a friend that's got your back, a friend that's gonna hold you accountable. Last night, man, shout out to Rock Truth, Rock Single, shout out to them. Last night, we was doing the show for Rock Single, and uh, we was talking about accountability. And the reason why we was talking about accountability because they are friends that will let their friend, if they on the club scene, they are friends that will let their friends go to the club and not be dressed to par. Ooh. But at the end of the day, they lying to him, said, "Girl, you know you look good. You about to kill her. You about to kill him, girl." But as I said, I've met women that tried to get at me, and in the back of my mind, I was thinking fresh roll of toilet paper or a vanilla ice cream cone. Cause that's how they was looking, especially when your girdle and everything is popping out, and I can see your bra straps. That's not attracting me at all. All I'm saying is that your friends don't love you. That's all I'm saying. Your friends don't love you, and if you really value them friends, you need to have a talk with them. Short, needless to say, me and that sister, we actually became cool. We weren't friends. We actually became cool, and she ended up dropping them. She ended up dropping them because she knew that she couldn't trust them no more. I mean, they had a falling out. She knew she couldn't trust them no more. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring y'all in probably one by one by one. Let y'all talk for a little bit, and you know how I do. Let y'all talk for a little bit, and then I go in for mine. Then you get yours. I go in for mine. But at the end of the day, man, you really need to really pay attention to what you're saying when you say friend, because okay, this opposite sex may be your friend, but when you come into a space with a real man, okay, when you are with a man that's a real man that can discern your friends better than you can, you better watch out. All right, because I don't, the thing is, I'm not gonna say too much because my ex could be watching right now. But I'm gonna tell you this: is that she had male friends, and I was able to discern and see some things that she did not see, and I knew off the top. I'm like, those are not your friends. And then there's a test that I always give out, and a few women have failed this test. If you got real, true male friends, this is how you test out to see if they are real, true male friends. You ask them if they want some of the forbidden fruit. If they begin to be like, ew, that's gross, that's your friend. But if they begin to pull their junk out their trunks and started taking yours up off of you, you already know what they was in for. So what we gonna do without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and bring in my good friend Jazzy. Then we're gonna bring in John. Then we're gonna bring in Doc Ock. Doc Ock. She about to come in with the spice, with the sriracha. All right, let me bring in my girl Jazzy. What's good, Jazzy? There we go. Long time no see. How you been doing?
Right? Sheesh. So can women be friends with the opposite sex?
Yeah, go ahead.
I will say it depends on the individuals involved.
Oh, okay.
Because it is an individual thing. If I can't say that I have male friends if I'm going by the definition you stated. I can't say that I have any.
Hold on, pause.
Male
Pause.
friends.
Pause. Pause. Hold on. Wait, aren't we friends?
We cool. But
Okay,
just
we
like you
cool.
said, your definition was we ain't been through no hard times or no hard struggles
True.
together. Now
True. I
you
mean,
have been
we
with
we
me.
done been through
Yes.
some. We've
Now
been
now
through a
stop being
situation before.
some
It was a
whooping some
situation.
ass. You have done that. But we haven't been through like anything like really,
True.
hard. So if that's the definition that you're gonna go by, then yeah, then we cool. We real
Okay.
cool.
We cool.
You
We cool.
probably
So
about as close to a male friend that I would have, but I
okay.
have had um a handful of guys that will say, "Oh yeah, we cool," or "This my sis," or whatever. And then if I'm no longer in a relationship, then what's going on? What's good? You finally want to, and I'm like, no, like I never looked at you like that.
Right.
Like never, never. So if I say that a guy is my friend, that is what you are, and that is what you shall be.
Be right.
There's not going to be anything, especially if I say, no, this is like my cousin, or he's like my brother. We're not ever crossing that line. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's disgusting to me, but we're just not ever going to cross that line. So
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So since we cool, that we say it. Have I ever tried to come at you
not
in
one
any
time,
type of compromising way?
not once, not one time.
That's all I'm talking about. Is like, I mean, like if you really gonna say you somebody's friend or whatever, you should even have them type of motives in your mind to do
Right.
that.
Exactly. So I can't. I mean, yeah, I can't say that I have any real male friends. I
So
have.
wait, so are you saying the ones that tried to really claim you as a friend, they tried to get at you though? That's what you saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
They were
See?
just hanging out in the
See?
friend zone,
See?
just waiting, and yeah, just it's yeah, no,
Yeah, we gotta for real. We gotta really stop that. We gotta pay attention to what we doing. We gotta pay attention to what we saying. Like I see the word Smith is in the building. She is Mary Kennedy. She is lighting up the chat. And all thing is, I'm saying wordsmith because you really gotta look at these words. These words that you're using, you gotta look at them, like examine them, closely examine them. You know, if you got to whip out that etymology dictionary and seek these definition of these words, because they are words that we really cannot just throw around loosely, especially as we get
yeah,
older. You know, we can't throw around friend, we can't throw around love, we
yeah,
can't throw around dating or courtship. We can't throw these words around just willy-nilly, because these words really hold power.
yeah. They
They
do,
hold power to them.
and I just want to chime in and say I'm not. I didn't say that men and women cannot be friends. I said that it depends on the individuals, but
Right.
I do not have any male friends because a lot of my so-called male friends want, if not now, later on down the line, they're going to want to become more than just friends.
Mm. That's all I'm saying. You gotta like really check that. And even me as a man, I had to check that, because I had women talking about they want to be my friends. But if you my woman friend, why are you sending me naked pictures?
Right. Yes. I have had friends, boyfriends send me stuff, and it's
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Friends,
it's like the
boyfriends.
most messed up position to be in.
Wow.
It's real. It really is. So yeah, I keep my
Ooh.
distance, mind my business, do
Yeah.
me.
And you know what? I want to hop on manhood too. Oh my god, I'm gonna hop on manhood real quick, because the thing is, as a man, okay, as a man, and the thing is, I've been cool with men like this, and I was talking about this last night. Is that as I get older, my circle gets smaller, because I really cannot, really kick it with cornball behavior. So if you a man doing stuff that we was doing back in our latter teens and early 20s, like, being cool with a woman just for ill motive, and now we almost damn near 40. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. That's over with. That's played out. Like, oh, I'm gonna be her friend. I'm gonna start off being her friend, and then probably after month number 6 or month number 7, I'm gonna go ahead and get the cookie.
Yeah, that's annoying. That is really annoying.
All right, let me bring in. All right, we're gonna bring in my good my co-host John. John, go ahead and talk, John.
What's going on, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
Okay, before I get into the opposite sex friendship, want to get in the same sex friendship, right?
Do that.
And this is me personally. I believe I'm where I am today because of the friends that I have. You know what I'm saying? We all want to, at the end of the day, build a kingdom. I don't have a kingdom yet, but I definitely got a tribe. He and my tribe, he and my tribe, he and my tribe. These are people that I can call right now. Man, what you doing? When I'm stuck on the highway, I'm, flat tire, woo woo, and they will come. They've called me, hey man, my mama got a situation. I'm damn near on E, but I'm out there. You know what I mean? Because these people are my friends. They're like family to me.
Right.
It's the person that you wouldn't hesitate to do anything for. You know what I'm saying? Because they've earned that spot in your life. So
Oh.
how much like that? You know what I'm saying? People are associates, or you use the word cool, not your friends. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important today because we use that term loosely. Now, as far as to go say, the opposite sex friend, I agree with Jazzy on that. It depends on, because I
John,
believe
you
if you're
going
a
in and out.
mature type, huh?
You going in and out.
What'd
You
you
got the
say?
Wi-Fi on?
I got the Wi.
Yeah, it's like you going in and out. Can you hear him, Jazzy?
Yeah, he was going in and out for a little bit.
Yeah, he breaking up. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
He
Try
try to
agreed
be
with you
loud as
after
I
that
can.
part.
Uh, with the opposite sex, right? I think it has to do with maturity. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. That's good.
Agreed.
If you were like Ty said, if you doing the same stuff you was doing, 20 years back, it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? I'm at an age now where I feel like if there was a female and I could say, oh, that's my friend. You know what I'm saying? As long as there are boundaries set, especially when you're married, I think it's something that can be done. You know what I'm saying? But if the person has ill intentions at the end of the day, then it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? That's either your friend or it's not. You know what I'm saying? Whether
Right.
it be the opposite sex or it's not. She's either my friend or not. You know what I'm saying? So and then you have like Tyron said, you have these people getting into these relationships. To give y'all a perfect example, I got a friend of mine who's they have a child who he's of age, 20 something, and he's seeing this young lady, and he's like, oh, we just friends, but y'all spending the night together. You know what I mean? So he was like, son, what are you girl, y'all just friends, but you spend the night over here with you. Now, if you had your own place, it's cool. You do what you want, but you spending the night with this girl, but you keep claiming that this girl is your friend. So what are you doing? You know what I mean? Because the minute you say, "Oh, we just friends," and you go find another girlfriend, she's not gonna be able to kick it with you like that because now you have a girlfriend, and she gonna be hurt. So it needs to be some definitive boundaries when we use these terms. You know what I'm saying? because if people not got the same mindset, it's likely to fall apart. That's all I got.
All right, all right. We're gonna bring in the doc. Bring in the doc. Please don't get muted, doc. But okay, we're gonna bring you in, doc. Go for what you know, doc.
Why would you mute me?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I hope I don't have to. Go ahead, doc.
Well, I'm gonna start with what Mary said about a friend. A friend sacrifices, edifies, corrects, encourages without benefiting or needing recognition. Now that is a mouthful because like those all of those words have their own like deep meaning. Like edify, like when you edify somebody, it's not just saying, oh, you go, you got it. Like that's literally like pouring into them, like you wanting them to succeed as much as you would want yourself to succeed. And that is a true friend, like to me. So I feel like regardless of whatever else is occurring outside of that, that's what's going to determine who your friends are. People that genuinely care about your personal growth towards being the best version of yourself. Now, if they're using sex as a manipulative tactic, or they're trying to do, and they know that that's not something that you partake in, or that is going to propel you forward in any type of way, that is not your friend. And it's okay, because guess what? Friendship is a two-way street. They have to see you as their friend, not just you seeing them as your friend. Because regardless of what is occurring, as long as you're saying, "Oh yeah, this is my friend, this is my friend," they in the back of their head like, "That's not my friend. I've been trying to get with her for 2 years, but I'm gonna let her keep calling me her friend because she like that's what she want to do." Like, no, that's not a friend. In that regard, and the way I guess I carry that with me is that the people that I call my friends have shown me over and over again that they're my friends. And the reason why Ty was like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring the spice," because I told him like, yes, I have male friends that I have had sex with, and they are still my friends. They're still my friend. I can go to them for unbiased advice, and they give me good advice. And it's not like, "Oh, okay, well, since you don't want to have sex with me no more, I don't need to talk to you." Like, no, like I got a friend. He sent me books like for personal development. Like, "Oh yeah, I read this book the other day. It really had me thinking." And he sent me the book. I just looked up. It was a book at my door.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So, if today or tomorrow you offer him the cookie, do you believe that he would take the cookie?
Yeah. He tells me that all the time. Like that's what I'm saying, because we're friends. He doesn't have
He
to
said he would take the cookie.
yeah, if I offer it to him, yes, he's going to take it. Like he knows that because he's my friend, he doesn't have to hide anything about himself. I know he has no covert intentions with me because all of his intentions are plain and free. I have my own choice. He didn't
Doc.
take away my choice of being his friend. Like I didn't say like, "Oh well, I'm only gonna be your friend if you don't want to have sex with me." So now he has to lie to me that he doesn't want to have sex with me just so I can be his friend. Like no, like that's not even a thing. But if I say no, it's not like he's gonna be like, oh, "Okay, well since you don't want to have sex with me, I don't want to talk to you no more." Like no, that's why I know he's my friend.
Doc, okay, Doc. Now, this is something else that I forgot to bring up last night. Is that okay? Maybe I did bring this up. Okay, so now we established that he do want to have sex with you if you offer him the cookie. Okay, so now you got your. Let's fast forward and say you got your man. You got you a good man, and your friend comes around to a lot of the family functions and things like that, and you and your friend has already spoken to each other and said that y'all would not disclose that y'all have been sexual with each other. But let's say someone else know y'all been sexual, says it, and your man finds out not by you. What do you think is gonna happen?
Well, for me, if he's my man, like he would have a private conversation with me. But my whole thing is that everybody ain't for everybody. So if that's a problem with him and he want to break, okay. Like I don't understand the question. Like what?
So
Like
you saying you would choose your friend that you had sex with
no, I
over
would
your
choose
man?
myself. No, I would choose myself because that what you're asking me is that I have to hide a part of myself, something that I can't undo, something that I can't change about. Like it's a part of me because I did it and I can't undo it. So if he can't accept that, then he can't accept me, and that's fine. He can move around. It's all right. Everything ain't for everybody.
Panel, don't get quiet.
Did you mute me?
No, I ain't mute nobody.
It said Mike muted.
No.
Yeah.
That's pretty on the money right there.
It's really hard to speak on somebody else's life and what they have been through or gone through. But as far as for me, if the shoe were on the other foot and my man brings a woman around that he has had sex with and he is claiming that they are friends, there is no way I would be dealing with that. I am it would always be, in my opinion, be in the back of my mind, like, okay, are they sneaking around, or when we do break up, are they gonna get back together? Like, for me, it just, that wouldn't work for me. So I don't know about anybody else. I can only speak for myself. But
no, I say no to that as well.
That.
I say no to that as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be okay with that.
I mean, even
and you didn't tell me? No, absolutely not.
And I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Let's say I had a friend.
I need to know.
Let's say I had a friend I had sex with. No, out of respect for the woman that I'm with, I'm not bringing this woman around.
Right. You better say something, especially if she is gonna come around. You better tell me first. It better not come to me secondhand. Like, it'll be some smoke in the city. Like,
hold on, we got to pause. We got to pause for a comment. I got to read this comment. Hold on. That's that way. Has it hit the screen yet?
Yes.
I see. We got somebody else in the building too. This studio getting lit. Let's see, this studio getting lit. Okay, that's not his business. Anyone. So if she told him, consider himself a privilege. Mary, y'all stepping on dangerous territory.
No, but that's
literally
that? What that's literally.
Mary said that. Selena.
It's in my past. So if you're determining how you feel about me based on my past before I even knew who you were, so that means I'm operating not even with you in mind. So why would you take something that I did personally before I even knew you? Like, you weren't a factor in my life. We weren't together. We didn't have any type of interaction. So now you're feeling some type of way about something that has nothing to do with you. So Now you're taking on something for no reason. Now you're stressing yourself over something that's non-existent. It only exists in your mind. And now you're making it real to you, because I guarantee you, I'm not thinking about having sex with this person again because I'm with you. So now you're thinking, oh, well, what if they, and what if, why would you even do that to yourself?
Yeah, but
it's all about transparency.
It has nothing
because
to do
men,
with
because some
it's all
men
about
think
transparency.
Like
if you
so you want me to bring up,
problem.
But you want me to bring up the whole book of all of my past life experiences and be like, okay, we're gonna
some
go
men
page
think
by
like
page
that.
To see what
some
you
men
are,
think
what
like
you're gonna
that.
be okay with, and what you're not gonna.
John,
be
now
okay
you know you wouldn't have no man around you that's your wife's friend that she didn't have sex with. I know you ain't going for that, John.
But my whole thing is, but what I'm saying is if there are boundaries in place, it shouldn't matter what occurred before that boundary went up. If my situation changes, there's going to be a new set of boundaries, and as my friend is going to respect those boundaries. As my husband is going to respect those boundaries. Like,
Doc, as I've said, and I'm gonna make this point clear. My thing is
not
this:
a slippery slope. If you're a person of integrity, there is no slope.
No, Doc. You know what my point is, Doc. You know what my point is that as a man, if I'm gonna have a woman around that I had sex with, she gonna be my baby mom. That's the only woman that's gonna be around me and my wife that I had sex with.
Say that your wife isn't still thinking in the back of her mind, is he still having sex with his baby mama?
Say it again.
What's to say that your wife isn't thinking in the back of his mind, is he still having sex with his baby mama? They have a child.
Some women are. Some women are.
Exactly. So it doesn't that's what I'm saying. Like,
some women what?
It doesn't matter. Like, what matters is what that person.
She might have a baby daddy.
Okay, in either way, but what I'm saying is that it, like Jazzy said, it depends on the individuals
It
Y'all
involved.
does.
got it confused. Y'all got it confused.
Because
Can I
me
interject,
personally,
Doc?
It
I
does.
wouldn't
Y'all got it
care.
confused. Y'all got it confused
It's
because
not
Doc,
no
can
big.
I interject?
I'm talking
Because
about this
look,
dude is your friend now. He your friend.
Yeah.
Ty,
Go ahead, John.
it ain't always that you have a woman on this show that I be agreeing with. So let me interject real quick.
You agree with a
I
lot of
think
women.
it
You agree with
depends.
Kiki all the time. What you talking about?
I think it depends on how the person rolls. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
If I start doing something new out the blue, or all of a sudden, when I met my wife, I didn't have no female friends. You know what I'm saying? So for me to say, "Oh, this is my coworker," and me and her hanging out, it's gonna look weird. You know what I'm saying? But if I do something off the jump, I always let my wife know about it for off top. I got a friend of mine, I got a coworker of mine now. Now, she's not interested in men, but we hang out. So if I'm, hey, what you doing? Hey, I'm hanging out with so and so. So she's met her. She knows that she's not interested in men. So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I had another one. Now, this was
I
kind
know
of
that one.
iffy.
I already know that one.
This one was a younger one. And not the one you think about, Ty.
I already know.
This one was a younger one.
Oh, okay.
And we worked at the same place. And, my wife met her. We drove her home a couple times. And she said, "Hey, I want to thank you for, what I'm saying, looking out for me, what I'm saying, give me the work, whatever. I said, "It's cool." She said, "Do you smoke?" I said, "Yeah." So you said, she's like, "Smoke with you, blah, 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 blah." I said, "Okay." So when she texted me, I said, I told my wife, I said, "Hey, old girl want to come over and smoke one with me." And my wife was like, "Why would you tell me that?" And I was like, "Because instead of uh jumping in the car and just going and sneaking and smoking with her around a corner, I figure I just tell you, because that's all we doing is smoking a blunt."
Transparency. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you're forthcoming, then I think it shouldn't be any reason to be thinking anything crazy going on. As long as you, like you say, you're transparent. This is what we doing. You know what I mean? Now she could have said, "Nah, I don't like the thought of that." So then I would have had to shut it down. But she was like, if she gonna drive all the way from the other side of town just to smoke a blunt, tell her to come on. So I was like, "Come on." You know what I'm saying? There was never any.
Exactly. Because there was no insecurity there. Oh, he went out.
I was trying to bring him up. Oh no, keep talking. I was trying to bring him up. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, it wasn't no. I wasn't sneaking and trying to do anything that I wasn't supposed to be doing. And whatever I was doing, I let her know what I was doing. So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you let the person know what's going on ahead of time and you get them the information they didn't know, or like y'all said, "Hey man, that's so and so. I used to date him, whatever it is." You know what I'm saying? That person has no need to feel insecure. You know what I'm
John, did
saying?
you get
Because you
John?
let them know
Did you
everything
get
that's
her
going
coochie
on.
though? Did you get her coochie, John? You didn't get
No,
her
I wasn't
coochie,
trying
did you?
to.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the coochie, the forbidden fruit.
What you saying? If she offered it to me?
I ain't even saying just offering it to you. I'm saying this. You and your wife, y'all married. You bringing a woman around your wife hanging out, and your wife may not know that this is a woman that you was on your knees eating her out or doing whatever. She don't even know that y'all have done this, but this woman is all hanging around, and we got two ladies talking about, well, y'all don't need to tell them. And I'm talking about
I wouldn't even play
transparency.
that dangerous game like that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I
pointing
wouldn't
out.
bring one around like that.
That's what I'm pointing out. We're gonna bring in. We gotta hurry up and get these people in because I see we got I'm gonna bring you in a minute, King Dwayne. But let's go over to the phone lines. We got King Dwayne in, but let's go over to the phone lines to D. D spit some bars, and then we're gonna bring King Dwayne in. Turn that down.
Man, I'm gonna have. Well, I don't know what
kind of stuff the doctor's on tonight. Can you hear me now, boss?
I can hear you.
Are you with me? What I'm saying is, I heard what they was saying last night, and I just heard what the doctor said. Play the tape back when you get a chance after the show is over. The doctor said that she's got a male friend that she'd have knocked down a couple of times, and he's still her friend. And she also said that even now, if she offered him the cookie, he would take it. Now, how in the world are you going to have a man that's a best friend that's knocking it down, and you got another guy right here that's got stars in his eyes for you? Ain't no way possible that the opposite sex can have sex with the opposite sex and still be friends. It don't work like that. And excuse me. Really don't matter who says it or whatever. Life experience lets you know it will not work. Ain't no way possible that's gonna work. I bail out on that note.
All right, okay, all right. We're gonna bring in King Dwayne. Man, but before I do, let me just say this though. I see a lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but I see in the comment. Hold on, I'm hearing a lot of echo. Hold on, I'm hearing echo. All right, there we go. I think somebody else got it playing on in the background too. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you can just mute your background because that feedback is coming through. I'm gonna say this though. I'm seeing people going in on me. That's cool. Let me read one of the comments. How does that matter? How does that factor in exactly to change or make a difference? It really does. We talking about sex, okay? If I have this woman around my wife, or we're not even gonna say the word wife, but a woman that I have put up on a pedestal, man, why my face is not up here on the screen? Hold on, man, my face need to be up here on that screen. All right, whatever. We won't. I ain't gonna worry about it. But anyway, this is a woman that we have had that conversation, and I said, it's me and you, do or die. But I'm bringing a woman around that has also tasted the royal semen. Okay, she has partook in the royal semen, and I have yet to devolve this information to my woman, to my wife, and then she found out through the grapevine. How does that make me look as a man? See, that's why I'm saying I want to get into manhood, because that's what you call cornball behavior. As a man, I believe that if this is my wife, if this is my woman, my real, the one that I'm talking about ride or die, but I'm gonna switch that up. I'm gonna be wordsmith tonight to call that ride and live. She need to know. I mean, I ain't gonna say everything about my life, but she need to know what's currently in my life. So if this woman is my friend and she's in my life and she's coming to different parties and different events, she need to know that, hey, he had sex with that woman. And if she is uncomfortable, no problem, because I'm not gonna choose. I mean, I'm gonna still be friends, but I'm gonna let her know the situation. I'm gonna say, you know what, my wife, she can't handle that. She can't handle that situation. So, and if you are my friend, then you gonna understand. Same as if she got a man and she tell me that her man know that we had a past and he can't handle that. He's gonna think that, we got something going on. Hey, I back off. I've had it said to me many times before, and I've never had sex with any of these women, but I've had a few female friends say that, my man think you doing this and that with me, or my man think you trying to get at me. And you know what? I back off, because as a man, I don't want to be a hindrance in another man's marriage or relationship. this manhood. I know Queen Selena, she talk about kingdom, but let's talk about manhood one-on-one. This manhood. I look, seriously. I am not trying to mess up nobody's household. So, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be your friend. I could be your friend from a distance, and you know what? It's not gonna make me look at you no different because I understand. Like I understand that he can't take that situation. He not feeling that situation. All right, man. Let me get out of the way. We're gonna bring King Dwayne in as soon as I can take this down. Let me take this down real quick. Eh, all right, let's bring in King Dwayne. Man, all right, there we go. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good evening to the panel, man. Um, it's this. You already know this troubling me. It's troubling me, and we just from last night to today, we just don't get it, man. We don't get it, and the fact that you open up the monologue by talking about John 15 when Jesus was talking to the disciples and he said to them, "Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend." Before that, he prefaced it by saying, "This is my commandment that you love one another as I loved you." So once again, he's putting it out there, this love thing. Then after he says what he says to them, he says, "Ye are my friends if you do what I command." So I bring all that out, go back to this little kingdom thing. So if Christ is saying that, love is based off of these things, and we have self first because he originally set this thing up. You can tell that God was setting this thing up for us to self govern from the very beginning. He was setting this thing up for us to self govern, for us to die daily, for us to daily take something off, take something off. But as you're taking something off, you're putting something on because he says his thoughts are higher than ours.
Come on
So
now.
in a relationship, you relinquish yourself for the greater thing, and it's nothing greater, nothing greater than heaven. It's nothing greater than God. And this is why I keep telling people, man could never have created marriage. Oh, they like to say, "Oh, it's just a piece of paper." Man, we ain't create this thing. You know why I know? Because we selfish and we love to cheat. We love to do what we want to do. We love to hold on to what we want to hold on to because we got zone here, bag here, this, that. It's proof that man and woman could have never created no doggone marriage. That's a heavenly thing. Love is loyalty and sacrifice. That's what it is. Period. That goes above a ton of our heads because we don't seem to get it. Everything that I'm hearing is selfishness, and it's nothing against nobody, but I'm looking at a younger version of myself when I'm hearing y'all talking. I'm looking at a younger version of different people whose shoulders people I brush shoulders with throughout my life. About to be 40 years old in a couple of months. I've lived some life and had an opportunity to hear these type of things throughout my 20s, hear these type of things throughout my 30s, and it still doesn't seem to change because we want to be able to have all our cake and eat it too. But when you graduate, if you want to do that stuff, yes, openly communicate. Said that last night. Openly communicate from the very jump, and then it goes back to I can't remember the young lady that first talked, but her name, but it goes back to that can go to the situation because you said what you feel, and if both parties agree to that, because as I told you earlier, something I've been saying for years, two of the most abused words in the world for decades: friend, love. You know who abuses word from my study, from my research? You know who've abused the word friend mostly? Women. You know who've abused the word love mostly? Men. And they both have their motives. And that's the problem. And that's where the whole friend zone thing comes from, because traditionally it's always these a lot of whether, and I always say, if you're friend zone is because you allowed yourself to be friend zone because you're thinking that you're going to get something. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to the point where you say they would jump on it in a heartbeat, I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would because That's the whole point of that zone. Just the same as a man abusing the word love is something that's waiting in the shadows, because friend zone, love zone, both has an ulterior motive, whether we want to accept it or not. And when the dynamic was explained, I was hoping that I would get to see you rise above with this. But that scenario about the friend, and now you're in a relationship, and these two people are at the party or at the reunion, whatever. Listen, if this guy had to find out about that through the grapevine, it ain't about no insecurity. It's
That's
it's been
over.
a issue. It's been an issue of credibility, because to have loyalty and sacrifice means that you've built credit up with a person. You've built equity up with a person. That's what makes you friends, because you've built something up. If I have that equity and that credit built up, what does that make the creditors do? Trust you. That's the whole point. Building something up. But to go back to what Christ said, like you love yourself. So if you got these little selfless things to yourself, that's just how you're gonna treat other people. I'm holding this here. I'm doing this. This is how I operate. So I ain't gonna love you no different. Then we want to go down to the relationship. We want to go down to the marriage. Listen, I say it all the time, ceremonially, since we want to be so focused on the wedding for most of the women, because the man usually focused on everything after. He's focused on the marriage. So while the bridezillas are all caught up in that wedding and the dress and the bridesmaids and all that, this is what's happening. It's not just the father giving away his daughter. It's the bride side and the groom side giving away to each other. Everybody's giving those people to each other. And they're taking a reserved spot as the ropes in the ring to lean on occasionally. That's all they are. And everybody agrees to this. You take a back seat, and those two people become the closest thing ever to friendship. So if you got to lay something down and sacrifice this, then you do it, because that's love, loyalty, sacrifice.
All right. Guess who else is joining the studio? We're gonna bring her in. I see, boy, this studio just keep getting big. All right, here we go. John, get ready, John. Who is this we got?
Blessings and
Selena.
abundance. Blessings and
Selena.
abundance royals. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Wait, I can't see you though.
Yeah, because I'm in a car.
Oh, you in the car.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
in my
okay,
car. And
okay.
I'm just driving, but I don't know if I could get light, but that's cool.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Hey, John. Hey.
She
Hey,
What's up?
boo.
she leaving her
What's up,
friend.
Queenie?
No, I went to go get ice, King. That's what I went to go do. Get my daily nourishment of ice. Um, but what a topic. I mean, you said you were gonna pick up the pieces.
You
But
already know I am.
but I mean, it's so much, because so many people have spoken a lot here, and so I don't want to miss anything. I would like the opportunity to kind of address as much as possible. But when you're talking about love, I love what you were saying in reference to trust. But even in reference to trust, God never told us to trust each other. He already then told us that people are fickle. We cannot be trusted. The only person you can trust is him. So that's where your trust is going to be placed. Okay. People are going to fail you every single day of the week. We're sinners. We're fallen. We fail each other in thought. So how can we be perfect with each other? We can't. This is why Christ is necessary. And I totally agree with you, brother. We could have never come up with marriage. Look at how we're arguing now. So how could a man come up with this when we ain't even agreeing here? The only person that would have come up with such an unselfish act would be God, because this is totally opposite to everything we are naturally. This is how we're operating, how we're thinking is the works of the flesh. We're not thinking like him. We're not even taught to think like him. That's why we're in the situations that we are in. No, how do we get here? We're supposed to be married before we had sex, before we had children. So because the world is set up and we're in the way in which the way we're in now, we can't go backwards. We can only fix what's broken now. So a lot of the things is habit that we have to break. And it takes at least 18 months to develop a new habit. One, two, it takes at least half the time that you were doing something to stop it. So we're so used to formation fornication, X, Y, and Z. How do we get back on the wheel? Well, we have to go back to foundational law. And foundational law starts with friendship. On every single level of whatever relationship you are in, the basis of that is friendship. And it was great that you started the show off by definition, because as you can see, all the several definitions that one Google them gonna give you, and then you go to the Bible, and it's not like that. Friendship, as you can see, is sacrifice. It's correction. It's not acceptance. It's not tolerance. Friendship is edification. It is encouragement. The most important factor in friendship outside of love itself would then be devotion, because you're devoted to something. It's not about commitment levels. You can be committed to the wrong thing. You are devoted to one thing, one person, right? And so when you're looking at these things and you say, okay, so I have a friend, and this was the scenario that you used. You're saying you have a friend, you're not married. So now we have to look at the fact that there are no laws here. There's no persisting laws. So you have no rights, you don't have a role, and you don't have a responsibility in nobody's life besides friendship. Now, if anybody here can say that there's another role that's available, please tell me right here and right now before I move forward. What's the next status outside of that? Because right now we ain't got nothing but friendship. Okay, so now let's say me and you, we
Hold
kicking it, we
on, wait,
cool.
wait,
Oh,
wait,
go
wait.
ahead.
You just
Go
glossed
ahead.
over that pretty quick.
Sure,
Hold
okay, but
on.
ain't one. It's not
I ain't,
one.
I
But
ain't.
you,
Wait, I
if
gotta
anybody
unmute
want to
these
tell me,
mics. Hold on, let me unmute these
sure,
mics.
sure.
King Dwayne, you got something to say, Dwayne? Uh-oh, I mute your mic, Dwayne. Oh, wait. All right, there we go.
I think everything that you opened up with in John 15, when you talked about what I just expounded on, that conversation that Christ was having with his disciples, I think that breaks it down. You cannot say that you don't have no responsibilities to this, that, and the other. If that's the case, then everything that Big John was
As a
talking about,
friend, bro, just as a friend,
everything that Big John was talking about in the
do you have a
beginning when he made his
responsibility, right, or role to them outside of friendship?
you do
But
not
do you have,
you do not build
do,
your comrades. You do not build that circle of comrades if you don't have no trust between them comrades. I'm sorry. You have
no,
responsibilities to have
Can I
you have
ask
some
you? You just used
responsibilities
the
to
word
be
comrade.
trustworthy.
Okay,
You have some responsibilities to be trustworthy. That's
okay,
why you
but you
that's why it's
just
two places.
used the
In your
word
death and at your wedding, you usually see
comrade.
a great number of people that
Okay,
prove your friendship.
okay,
So if you going around
okay.
just ain't trusting, ain't being honest with people all throughout your life, I trust you ain't gonna have
Mhm.
that many
She
friends.
didn't say being
I promise you,
dishonest.
you're
If
not
I
you
gonna.
are a
didn't.
person of
I never.
integrity
I
and you
never
are
So
said
being
by
that.
the time
honest,
we get to a
I
relationship,
never. Hold on.
that's still a person. That's still a
look,
personal thing.
I.
listen. By the time, listen. By the time we get to a relationship, understand this. We men have control that. We control that. We the one proposing. We the one pursuing you. So we looking at something. Unfortunately for you all, you may not like it, but you got to look at us like the company you trying to get a job from.
I don't have a
And that's
problem
what a
with
lot
it.
of these modern day women don't understand no more. They hate that they have to seek out a man. But that's how it goes.
I'm on.
Because
But
at
can
the
I?
end of the
Can I
day,
ask?
if
Can
I'm
I ask a
pursuing a
question?
wife, that starts somewhere. So it's gonna be based off what I see.
Okay.
Based off what I see.
Okay.
And if there's
Can I?
something that comes out shows me I can't trust you, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Okay. Can I? Can
I
I? Can I
don't care
say
how much
something?
sugarcoat this, that, other. By the time something comes out shows that there's a trust issue, that's a wrap. I don't care.
Can I? Can I say something? Because
Go ahead,
you
go
went.
ahead.
Okay. You went further than where we were. When you use the word comrade, you're saying friend. So my question was to everybody outside of the friend. Do you have any additional right, role, or responsibility to this person? You only have a friend right. You only have a friend role, and you only have a friend responsibility. Is there another one that persists?
Are you talking about same sex or opposite sex?
It's same sex and opposite. There's no
Either
difference.
one.
You guys are making it out to be a difference. That's why I'm asking you, can you tell me same sex or opposite sex? Do you have a right, role, or responsibility outside of friendship to another individual?
If that's my friend,
See,
That's all it is. We're starting at basic
wordsmith,
bottom level.
platonic. Put the
We're
word
just at
platonic in
friendship.
there. Put platonic in there,
Why
please.
do we need to? Do you understand how we get to our adding all these little these little cherries on tops and nuts and bolts. We don't need those. All you need is subject verb, and if you want to, you can have subject verb predicate. You do not need preposition. You don't even need an article. You don't even need
Selena.
need adjectives or adverbs.
Selena.
So my question to you is, again, outside
Selena.
of the friendship role, is there a right role?
You on some game. You on some game, Selena. You on game. You on game, Selena.
Okay. Okay. No problem. No problem.
No, but I'm
So
trying
is
to get
it?
her.
Is it? Because we can.
I'm
move
trying to get
forward.
her question. The question that she asked, and I'm trying to get it clearly.
Yes.
She on
So
game.
you and myself. Do you have another right, role, or responsibility to me outside of friendship?
No,
you,
because
no.
it's a friend. It's actually friendship.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let's move forward. Now let's say me and you, John. I know you're married, so shout out to your wife. I don't want to be disrespectful or anything, but we're using this as an example. So let's say me and you, we kicking it, right? We just kick it. We hang out every now and then, right? All right. Maybe you slipped in the cookie. Let's just say it was a slip in the cookie, or I gave it to you.
It shouldn't be no slip. That's the point. It shouldn't be no slip in no cookie.
Hold on, King. Hold on, King. Hold on, King. Because let's be honest. Let's be for real. Like, people do this all the time. It ain't no thought before. It ain't no we talked about this. No, you mess around and y'all done did it. It happens. So this is the reality of it.
No,
so
it shouldn't be happening.
Of that, what's King? It shouldn't, but it does. So that's why we have to deal in what's really occurring. We cannot deal in what should be going on. Like,
I feel you.
We can't make up. So this is my question to you now. Me and you, we mess around. We end up having sex. After that, tell me, how did something change? What right, role, and responsibility changed as my friend to me, to you? What changed?
I'm guessing nothing.
Absolutely, because there is nothing. There is
John.
nothing. What happened?
John, you cannot. John, you cannot let her do that to you, John.
She just made it.
But see,
John, don't let her do you like that, John.
Selena,
don't let her do you like
let me
that,
explain
John.
to you why I said that. Let me explain to Selena why I said that. Because now y'all gonna say that this ain't what it's supposed to be. But me personally, I take the word friend differently. I have a different level of friend. You know what I'm saying? I have a different level of friend. I can consider a coworker my friend. That's my friend. But it's different levels to this. You know what I mean?
And getting the cookie is one of them. Getting the cookie is another level of friendship.
In the middle of the night, say, bro.
Getting the cookie is a level of friendship, y'all.
Can I say?
Yes, it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying?
Why complicate
If I could, let's say I had a coworker who I consider my friend, right? Let me just use an example. They call me and they say, "Hey, somebody's, banging on my door. I'm hearing, weird noises." I'm gonna say, "Well, you might want to call the police." But if that was my other friend, man, I'm hearing noises and some weird stuff going on right here. Man, I got my gun and I'm on my way to your crib. See, that's a different kind of level.
Hey, John.
So you don't treat people the same, is what you're telling me.
John.
I'm telling you, it's a different level of friendship with me.
Right. So can you define the term of that? Can you give us a definition for that term?
Well, we call it day one. It's just a slang term. I call it my day one.
Okay, but
if my day one,
I'm hearing noises too, John.
Day one.
I ain't around nothing.
Your day one,
I'm hearing noises too, John.
Your day one, even if it's your day one, is that your friend? Even if that's your day one,
say again.
Is that your friend?
My day one, that's my main friend. That's the one I can call at the drop of a dime.
Okay, here we go. Okay, all right. Okay, got it. But at the end of the day, main is the adjective. Friend is the noun. That's who it is, right? Friend. So get rid of all this extra stuff you guys try to add and sprinkle in and deal only in the foundation. There's friend. Do you have another term outside of friend for where we are, even though me and you slept together? Do you have another one?
I want to get on the part about the sleeping together. That's what I want to get on.
We're gonna get there, King. We're gonna get there, but I need to know: has there been a change of status? Has any right, role, responsibility now changed for you?
You know what? Depending
other
on
than the fact that we
no, I'm
slept
gonna say
together.
this. I'm gonna say this. Depending on the fact, depending on how the sex was, because you could have really been bad, and now you not my friend no more. Your coochie
Wow.
could have been
Wow.
zero,
Who
So
not
does
the
I was
top
that,
of the
never your
Ty?
line.
friend.
We
So I
talking about
was
Who
top of the
never
does
line.
your
We talking
that?
friend
about top of the
then.
line. It could not have been the top of the line, and you could not be my friend no more if we
So
really
Who
want to go
does
there.
that
so I was
though?
never your friend. So that means that friendship for friendship, that means the
Ah,
friendship had a condition, and that condition was gonna be whether or not my bag was good. So we were never friends then. So don't let's not use the term then. That wasn't a friend. But if you're talking about a friend, right? This is what we're talking about.
what?
That's the status.
So
Even
you
though me
trying to
and you
tell
sleep
me?
together,
You
even
trying to
though we
tell me
sleep,
that sex don't change friendships? Because I
not the
know people that I
status,
know friends that have had sex
not the
and
status.
they are not friends. They're not friends no more
So they
today.
were never friends to begin with. That's why you don't fall in and out of love. If you
No, I
fell
just
out
think
of
they
love,
shouldn't have
you
never
never been
did
in.
that to begin with.
What, King? We all doing stuff we should have never done, but we're doing it. So how do you rectify it? How do you correct it? You check yourself. And
You
so
deal with
after
it.
me and you
You
slept
deal with it
together,
and correct
I
it.
still have to go back to the foundation of who we are. I have no right to you. So at this point, just because we slept together, I can't be like, where you at? Where you been? Who in your phone? Who is that? I can't do
Well,
that.
no, you don't. No, you have zero rights today.
Right.
But
Right.
so
You
I
have
have
zero
zero
rights today.
right? Okay, but when you just talking about being at a party and somebody just so happen to come in because they friends with the family, and then I'm supposed to disclose all my information to the new chick because this no,
Because
you my
somebody
friend,
that
you
was her
have
that
zero
that's
rights
her
to
No,
that.
man.
see, you get. That's
You
what I'm
have
saying. You
That
getting it mixed
that's her
up.
man.
You getting it mixed
now
up
it's
because we
mixed
talking
up.
about
Now it's mixed up.
the friend. We talking
Stop.
about the friend. I'm not talking about
He
my
said
woman,
both
my
of them are
wife.
friends. Both are
No,
friends. If
both
she's
are
not your
friends.
wife,
You did
she's
not
your
say your
friend.
wife.
Y'all on
You
game. Y'all
said
on
friend,
game.
bro.
Y'all are on game.
No,
Hold
we
on.
not.
Somebody want to say something. Somebody want to say something. Y'all on
We
game.
are on. I
Y'all
listen.
on game for real. Y'all playing the reindeer games
No, we
tonight.
not.
But that's okay,
That what
cause
is it
man,
not?
I need a picture of Rudolph. Go ahead, D. Go ahead,
No,
D.
we
Drop some
not.
knowledge on him. Drop some knowledge on him, D.
I would just like to
Hey,
keep up
hey,
your
let
mind.
me tell you something, man. How you doing, Miss Jazzy? Hey, I got to say this, man. After seeing Sister Selena's show yesterday and hearing what she's saying tonight, I think she needs to go in the corner, spank herself real good, and think about what she's saying.
Don't say
First
that.
of
Don't
all,
say that.
you can't mix.
Fact.
First, you
Cause she
cannot
might really like that. Don't
mix
do that.
the gospel with people that are not gospel minded.
Come on.
She keeps hollering,
We're all
kingdom,
kingdom
kingdom,
citizens.
kingdom.
We all born
But
right.
the topic that you're talking about has nothing to do with kingdom. She
Facts.
said,
Facts.
now the young lady
Facts.
said at first, the doctor that ran off and hid, she said she got friends, male friends, that been rocking the house. And she got a man that don't
And a
know that her
rocket
No,
man.
friend
she
been
got another
rocking the
friend,
house.
King. She just got
That's
another
dirty
friend.
Somebody
poop.
rocking
And
the
you can't
boobs.
holler kingdom if you're playing. You cannot holler kingdom if you're giving sex to 2 or 3 different men.
Dude, you
Street
can
has
holler
a
that.
name for that. I
You
ain't
can
gonna
holler
pronounce
that
it.
because you a
Street
No, and
sinner.
she
has a
talking
name for
about
that.
that stuff do happen and slip up.
He's making
Oh.
It
assumptions at
does
this
though.
point, but it's
Stop
okay.
pretending.
Okay,
Stop
but the
pretending.
point is, stop trying to slap people with the word when the
I
word is
have
not
to. I
in
don't have
that
nothing but that to say.
situation. Because the
Wow.
Bible says, Sister Selena,
Yes.
don't use the word of God as a cloak. You're trying to use
I so
friends
don't. I use
in
it
the
straight.
terminology that says it's okay to have sex with 10 or 12 different people.
We
When
didn't
But
say it was
everybody
okay
again,
to
this
knows
have
is where
in
sex
we.
with
I
other
never
people.
said that.
2021,
Did I ever
you
say
got
that?
to have
I never
one
said that.
Insinuated.
that you're banging.
Insinuated.
Anything
I
other than that,
never said
5
that.
to 6 years down the road, your body will say, ooh, you slipped up. It's too late to turn the clock back. R.
Okay.
Kelly said,
Can we just
if
stick
I
to
could
what it
turn
is that
back
I'm
the time.
saying? Can we stick to
You
what
see
it
what I'm
is that I'm
saying?
saying?
I get what you're saying. I get
mean,
what you're saying.
I
And
don't
let
use
me
that.
address Selena real
yes.
quick. Yes, I do know slip ups happening, but the question is, if you slipped up and did something that you shouldn't be doing, are you really a friend?
I'm still a friend. Hello.
I'm
We're
just
said.
saying.
all doing something.
I'm just saying, you know
Yes,
good well
yes,
you're
we're
not
all
supposed to
doing.
be partaking in that type of activity
Yes.
with another man.
It doesn't matter. See, but the thing too. Here's the thing. This is what
I mean,
happens
because
when
after
another
after
person
all, come
fails
on,
you.
most
That
of
is
most
supposed to
of us
be
in
the
here is grown,
opportunity
except for
for
me.
you
I'm 204
to
years old.
restore the
But
person.
check this
So
out:
the whole purpose of you.
if
Oh,
a
is he talking
man
or me?
is banging a woman and she's banging another man, eventually that word gonna go around that she's a neighborhood cookie. And some forces,
Okay. So
Man.
He's saying something that we
can I
never
answer?
Hey,
said.
and the
hey,
doctor
mute
hollering,
your,
okay,
hey,
Reese.
Jazzy, Jazzy, if you talking, Jazzy, unmute your mic. I can't unmute you, Jazzy. You gotta unmute yourself if you talking.
I was trying to finish talking. I don't like.
I mean, everybody's mic is unmuted. Everybody's mic is unmuted. So I'm just saying, if Jazzy want to unmute hers, she can unmute hers. Go ahead.
No,
Oh, that
so
go the doc. The doc hit on me.
you are sleeping with when you're sleeping with other people and you have a friend or whatever it is, and you just so happen to, sleep with another individual. That's the opportunity
Much
for you
love
to
to
be
you, sister.
restored.
But you should not have put that out there like that. Because
I
that was
don't.
really, really
I agree.
rough the way you
I
I
put
don't
agree.
that
think we
out there
listen
like
to each
Hold
other.
on, Dave.
that.
I
And
mean, I'm saying this
don't
though. Okay, no, I want Selena to finish talking because Selena almost tripped up. Okay, you said if you slip up. Did you hear what you just said? You said if you slip up.
I
How do
did.
you slip up
No,
though?
It
How do
happens.
you slip up
It
though?
happens. You do a lot of.
We
What
just
do you
had
mean?
slip
You
up.
do a lot of stuff. You ain't planning on it.
No.
It just happened. I don't know. In a
If
moment,
you
it
really
happens.
dedicated and
Don't play
devoted to
like you
your
don't.
significant other, you should not
No, bro.
have the royal semen.
Here's the
You
thing.
shouldn't have the royal semen on your lips if you
If
dedicated to your
you that
significant other.
Here's
dedicated,
the
then
thing.
y'all
I
married
have
then,
the
right?
right. I have the
Because you
right
willing to cut
to
things
go
off.
and be with whoever I want to. I have the
Because you
right.
willing to cut things
I'm
off.
not
Even
married.
if you
What are my rights?
even if you got a man
Then
at
you
home,
should be married.
even if you
Ain't no
got a man
man
at
at
home,
home if I'm
What's up?
married.
Are you talking about a man or
I'm talking about an individual with hair on his chest, hair on his
But
chin,
you have a
man
and
man
it
at
or
has
home,
a
though.
penis. That's who I'm
And
talking
and
about.
I have his
so? Is
last
he my
name.
husband or is he my?
It don't matter who he is. If that
It
nigga's in
does.
your
It does
bed,
matter. No, it
if that
does
nigga's
matter.
in your bed and he paying bills, then
He
that's who
wouldn't be
he
paying my
is.
bills if he's not my husband.
Question? Can I ask a
So you're
question?
not gonna let a man, you're not gonna let a
No,
man pay your bills.
no,
He ain't your husband.
Question.
no. Because
But
then he
why is
thinks
the
he'll have
nigga in your
ownership
bed though?
over me.
Why is he sleeping in your bed?
Because I own that bed.
And he is allowed to sleep in that bed.
Because I said so.
Oh my God. Go ahead, Selena. Go ahead, Selena.
Can I
Go
finish
ahead,
my?
Selena.
Yes.
Go ahead, Selena.
So we were at the point where, again, we're establishing a foundation here. I want us to all for real establish a foundation. And no, I don't use his word to just manipulate anything. I'm using it for what it's saying. So if you have friendship as the basis of the status that we're in, and you have no right, role, or responsibility outside of just being my friend, even if we slept together, how did that change you or stop you from being my friend or not being my friend unless you never were my friend? How does that what happened here? Unless somebody had it in their own mind and they were unchecked and they took it further than what it was supposed to be. That's you. You have to check that. And then going back to when you were discussing having a friend, not a spouse, a friend that comes over to a barbecue or whatever that is, because this is what I heard. Please correct me if I'm wrong. You said somebody that came over and you got a friend there. And then that person, I guess they know the family for the most part. And so that
You
person,
missing some details.
you slept with them, and then
Yeah, because like I
somebody
said, she got
leaked
a
the
man now.
information.
You missing details.
What's the next detail? Give me the next one.
I was saying that if I'm there and I got my woman, my ride or live with me.
Friend. All right, you got your friend.
No, she more than that's what I'm saying. She
Y'all
more than
married
the
Okay,
then?
friend.
give
She
me
So you
more.
the
married?
She
definition
more.
Y'all
for more
engaged?
than a friend. Give me a
You
definition
proposed
for
to
more
her?
than a friend. Go ahead. Give me a word.
Give you a
Give me somebody
definition
you
for
know.
more than a
This where that
friend.
Give
word,
me a word for more than a
this where that
friend.
wordplay comes in.
A
What's the
woman that I am being intimate,
That's not a word.
sexually,
word?
That's a
That's not.
sexually,
You
Come
know
on,
it.
bro.
sexually
That's
intimate
not.
description.
with.
Can
That's
we
a
be
description.
straight?
Amen.
That's not a word.
That's not a word,
You
bro.
know it.
That's not
Give me a
okay.
word.
That was plenty word. That was about a few words I just
Yeah, and
gave you.
that's why it's a
I
description,
gave you a
not a
few
word.
words.
But
I gave you more than what you
you're not
asked for.
answering the question. So
Okay.
outside of
That's the flesh.
friendship, what is she?
She more. She ain't. She not just no. She not just no. Let's go to the mall. Or let's just let's play a game of
Then
spades.
is
No,
that your
she not
friend
that.
though? Is
So
that your
so
friend
so what so
that you would
what
just
is
do
she,
those
bro?
things
Give me
with?
the word because we have to use a word. We have to use one that
She could
defines
be
that.
my. She could be my mistress.
Nah, it ain't always about no
Give me a
word.
word, please. Okay. So once we have friendship, yo, we got friendship. That next status, and you're not gonna find no other word term in the Bible for usage. That next status
Somebody else got
becomes
feedback.
e-spouse marriage. It's e-spouse marriage. That entire time prior to was the opportunity for you to get to know somebody, get to know who they are behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, who they are in tragedy, who they are when things are well. This is that opportunity and that time frame. And the only term that is given to us from God is friend. You don't have another. Stop making this stuff up. And the reason why we got all of these problems because of this made up stuff. And if you look at it, the only reason people making it up is because guess who is going to benefit them? That's why we're not beneficiaries. Stop treating each other like that. We're not beneficiaries. We're supposed to be each other friends. And all we doing is trying to take from each other or see how we can conquer or prosper from each other.
And
We're not supposed to do
using
that.
stuff to manipulate. Like
And using
when
terms
you
to
add
Manipulate
stuff.
manipulate.
what?
Yes,
What are
you
we
No,
do.
no, no,
manipulating?
no, because
You
I
manipulate
feel like
somebody's
the
thought
reason
to make
why
them want to
y'all
do
have a
something that they
problem.
normally would not have done had you not used that word. So you'll
So
say
okay,
something
let me
like,
ask you.
"We've been together all these years," or
Let me
we
ask
got
you.
all these children. You know,
Let
I
me ask you.
love
So
you.
I can't.
Manipulation.
So if I'm with a woman, if I'm with a woman that I have not asked to marry me, I cannot tell this woman that I look at her as something that is more than a friend. That I look at her as the
But what's
You can
greater
spiritual.
than a
tell her.
That I
friend? It's
look at her
already
as the
said that's what
spiritual
you
You can
said
divine
tell
what you
her.
goddess
said.
that
You
God
can
has
tell
made her
her.
to be.
That,
You can tell
And that's
her, but she
fine.
still has a right.
yes.
She can deny it. She can say, okay. She can,
Nah.
but she still has
N-
a right, role, and
Okay.
responsibility in her
I
own
get what
life.
you're saying, Selena. But
Yeah,
guess what? She
Hey,
also got the right.
everybody
You know what?
got
Even when we get married, she got the right to cheat on me when she get married. What's gonna
no,
hold
she
her back?
doesn't.
She
No,
doesn't
she
have
What's
the
gonna
right.
doesn't.
what
No,
can
she
hold her
doesn't have the
back?
No, she
right.
Can't
It
nothing
has
hold her
doesn't.
back.
consequences.
No, it
Can't
does
nothing hold
And
her
not.
back
that's
from
right
cheating.
No,
free will.
she
Can't nothing
gave
hold her
up
back
her
from
right
cheating.
at that time. At that particular time,
that takes
rights
away
have been given up at the
all
altar.
accountability.
You
Hey,
don't
but you
have
know
the
what?
right to
Honestly,
that. That's
Selena,
not
Selena,
true.
I'm gonna be 100
That's
with you,
not true.
Selena. Honestly, when she lay her head on my bed, her rights is left the building. She ain't
But
got
that's
no
not
rights
according. Listen,
when
I
she
get
come
what
into
you're
my
saying.
house. She ain't
I
got
get
no
what you're
rights.
saying. I get what you're saying. I totally
She
get what
gets
you're saying.
That
zero.
But what I'm saying is, after that, that's okay, King. But what you have to understand is that the warranty
but
is
see,
now
we
on
rarely
you. So this ain't on God. God ain't got nothing to do with it. You got everything to do with it. You got to make sure it's sustained.
they
When you
Zero.
doing
rarely
what
want to see
God told you to
accountability.
do,
Zero.
He's going to sustain that. And if you're going to operate outside
That,
of Him, you cancel the manufacturer's warranty on everything you got going. So He ain't got no problem with you doing it. Go
So
ahead.
you mean to tell
But
me?
understand that you're not covered by Him.
I'm
You're not
listening. I'm
covered.
listening to what you're
that
saying,
all the
but I got to challenge you.
Sure,
So
sure,
you mean to tell me that if you
nah,
meet
it's
a
fact.
man today or tomorrow,
hmm
y'all have consummated, y'all have, and now you say you pregnant. You know, you saying God is not in there. You saying God is only in there once you
I bet
become
you
married. God is in
What do
there
you
before you
mean?
even get to the altar.
What do you, wait.
You talking about only.
What
You
is
said
it
only
that you
God is in
waiting?
there
God
once you
in
get
which
married.
part? It's God in which part, King? Which
You
part?
said
Because are you
marriage.
saying is God in the part where He's bringing forth life? That's definitely God. That's
God
definitely
is, but
God.
I'm
But
saying
there's been
God
a
is in all of
sin
it though.
that's brought in
God is
because
in
they
all
wasn't
of it.
married. No, no,
I said
King.
God
No,
is in
King.
all
Let
of
me
it.
be clear. You're in a lot of it. You're in a lot of it. We negate God. We kick Him on up out the throne. We tell Him, "Yup, sit right here. You sit right here." And then when this thing's not going the way that we want them to go, we be like, "Scoot over, Jesus. I got it." We do this all the time. We put Jesus there when you be like, "Move it. I got it." We all the
God
time.
is God is here right now in
Don't
this
say Jesus in
podcast.
that. Don't say God in that. That's
But that's
you.
exactly what
No,
you doing
King,
when
that's
you
you.
playing these
That's you.
word games.
That's you.
That's
That
exactly
is
what
that
you
is
doing.
what you doing when you play them word
Now
games.
it ain't a word
And
game,
and
King.
it's not a word
It's the
game. It's
defining
not
Y'all
a
on
term.
word
This is
game.
game.
what
Y'all
I'm
on
No,
game
asking
it's
you to
tonight.
not.
explain.
Hey,
This
listen,
It's
is what I'm
not.
asking you
Yeah,
to
y'all
explain.
I
no,
thought
y'all
we
sit
was
up here
talking
and
about
act like
You
friendship.
can't.
I
Tell
mean
me
I've been
another
trying
word.
to, but
Give me another
but
word.
they can't even
Give me another
use
word.
friend right. It's to being abused, bro. It's being
It's
abused.
not being abusive
How?
because
I'm
This
using
is
it.
what happens.
just and
I'm
that's what
being
I'm saying.
used right.
Like
I'm being
two
used
sit in
right.
front of
you
each
make
other.
it
This is what's
personal
happening.
and you make it personal and then
This
you
is what's happening.
place your ego in it and the
You
whole
Y'all-
not
purpose
personal
purpose
until
of the
it
you're
gets
acting
friendship
personal.
like you
is
guys
to
got.
put your
I'm not
ego
being
You sit in
aside.
facetious.
front of your
It's
own
a lot of
body and
it's
you
a
say
lot
it's
of
not personal.
insecurities.
Like, what the heck is that?
It's a lot of insecurities that's
Insecurities.
involved
It's
because
absolutely
you
personal.
should
You're
be
reaching
checking
out.
yourself. It none of this stuff should have anything to do with you when you're not married. We're friends. I'm not in your business like that. I have my business to take care of. Even you go back to, you know what? You don't even have to. I have my business to take care of. I'm supposed to be minding mine. You're minding yours. We come together. If I help you, I'm a friend to help you. You may help me. You may not. Guess what? Don't have nothing to do with me helping you. How can I say? My love isn't predicated on whether or not you love me back. I have decided.
So, Selena, can I ask you a question?
This is my character. Yes, King.
Can I ask you a question, Selena?
Yes, King. Yes, you can, King.
Do you agree or disagree that there's different levels to a friendship?
No,
I do
there's
agree.
no level.
I
don't think there's no
agree.
level.
I agree that there are some friends that are closer to you than others. Is it a different level? No, because you're supposed to treat everybody the same. The same, regardless if they treat you right or not. That's what God does for us. He's the ultimate model. He treats everybody the same, whether you treat him right or nobody at all. The same.
Look
So
at the
can I go
comment
back real
section.
quick? Can I ask you a question real quick, Ty? When me and you became friends, right?
Right.
I didn't know you. I was your friend. I treated
Right.
you like I did know you. I treated you like me and you've been best friends all of. I treated you like, and that wasn't no time between us.
Right. And we ain't never been in nobody's bed either.
And we ain't never been in nobody's bed. You want to know why?
None of that.
Because we were blood bought. And because I know who you are, I know who you are in Christ. I know my job, my obligation to you as a friend in my life, whether we've been together, been friends for a long time or not. I am a friend. So I don't need you to be my friend. I'm yours. And so I'm going to treat you as a friend, whether you treat me right or not, regardless of, because
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
So
I
this
feel
has
you on that.
nothing to do with the other party. And this is the same thing with relationship and marriage. My commitment to you has nothing to do with the other person. If today I decided and said, hey, I'm going to be committed to you, Ty, and you like, Mary, I ain't ready to commit like that. I still got to live in a few area codes.
And you said you would be cool with that. You would be cool with that.
She ain't got no choice but to.
Tell me what I can do. I can't control you, bro. I can't control you.
I gotta read these comments. I gotta read these comments.
The other person with your friendship.
Hold
on, I gotta read these comments. Hold on, let me read these comments. Man, shout out to Michael Scott. He said at the end of the day, it is a personal walk on keeping yourself on point with the relationship. By the way, you are never not covered by God. Rather, you are doing right or wrong. That's my point exactly. Grace and mercy is a no matter what gift from God. Oh man, shout out to Philip. Shout out to Philip Fields.
Grace and mercy is exactly that.
Only one level of friendship. Only one level.
You can be uncovered.
Do you believe? Thank you. You can be uncovered. There is a certain point that God is not going with you. He's not going with you.
If everything my grandparents taught me, I could absolutely go the other way and lose everything they taught
and lose it. Exactly. You can
uncover yourself from up under benefits. When you're uncovering yourself from up under God's benefits, that means you're going outside of and everything that you talked about not being accountable, all of that, that's outside of will.
That's outside of him.
So,
but now this is my question.
There does come a conversation. When you're wanting to be with somebody, there is a conversation. But when you get face to face, people don't even know what the heck words mean. We over here.
And that, do you understand that? Do you understand the truth?
As a man, you look at the gate, you hear what she's saying, and you go the other way. That's how you deal with that.
Period.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all we're saying.
You get no access.
Not everybody's going to put up with you.
People aren't used to men. People aren't used to men not laying down with them. They think men
they're not.
Yes,
they're not.
Sleep,
they're not king.
There's some men out here that say no to that.
True.
That's the truth.
There's some people out here that say I'm one of them. I don't need that.
That's the truth.
Because relationships bring damage. I'm good.
It does.
So
especially when you don't know how to
let me hear you say what you feel friendship is, and think you're gonna get it. There ain't no access here. None.
That's fine because you know how you
Exactly. That's what we're saying. That's what we're
So
saying.
you're not going to put yourself in a situation to where you're going to react out of
That's
character.
what you're
Correct.
Because once you start saying you're worried about yourself only, then you already shown me what I need to hear.
That's it.
Because you have to worry about, those scriptures say worry about people as you worry about yourself. So you can't say that you can't worry about them. That's just
no. But you can mind your business.
I don't care what nobody.
No,
mind your business.
when we say worry, whatever you do,
that's not what we're saying.
That's what we mean by when we say worry.
Bible tell you to worry about people.
It does.
It
does.
It does.
It actually does tell you to mind your own business. It really does.
It does.
And in doing so, when you mind your own business,
Call in, Philip.
When you're minding your own business, you are
got
getting
3 minutes.
yourself together. You are making sure that no matter what situation you are in, you will be unmoved in your personal business.
Call in,
Meaning
Phil.
that whatever it is that you have going on, it's not going to take me out of character. It's not going to make me feel no type of way. No.
What are you saying?
Because I don't care. Because whatever you're doing is going to change me.
Once you get yourself together.
What are you saying, Aunt?
So tell me, how do you just transfer to marriage without having a conversation?
You don't
here's the thing.
That's the point.
I'm saying it ain't making sense. It's not making sense.
Okay, so wait.
90 seconds.
Can we make sense?
I'm pretty sure.
So the question is, how do you get there?
How do you attached to him? I guarantee you she knows his purpose attached to him. I'll guarantee you that. You're supposed to know that. So there's some conversations,
correct. That's still you still under friendship.
In the Bible, you didn't hear a lot of this foolishness because they gave you a year of engagement to know each other. You better know that.
But engagement is still espoused. Engagement is espoused. It's still espoused marriage.
60 seconds.
It's still espoused marriage.
Man, you got 60 seconds. Phil, call in.
So there's going to be a conversation.
It's still espoused marriage, though. So that year that was given, that's espoused marriage, and so that's the earnest wood money. That's money on the wood, saying you got enough in the bank to close the deal. But prior to that, there's friendship, and it's nothing else.
My whole thing is that
there's not another
a
thing
lot
that
of
you can
people
find
use these extra words beyond friendship to be a bookmark. Basically, you want to hold a space and a place and a right to my body, my energy, all of that stuff, without actually putting anything into
without
having any type of obligation to me. Because if you're not married to me, you're not obligated to nothing I got going on. You can get up and walk out, and I can't find you no more, and you are completely okay with doing that.
10
there's
seconds.
nothing that's tying you
10
to
seconds,
me
call in.
to stop you from doing
and you
it.
have every right to do so.
Totally different.
No, that's exactly what we're
No,
talking about. Because if I'm not married to you, you decide one
Y'all
day
got about
to just
30
get up and
seconds.
it's like, I'm done with this.
Hey, Ty.
What up?
Phil feels the link.
Yeah, because Phil can't call in no more. The public portion is closed. I'll send Phil the link because I was telling him to call in. Hold on, I'm about to send it to his. Tell him, hey Phil, I'm about to send it to your inbox, messenger inbox. I'm gonna send it to you.
But it's no difference. It's not. We just adding a lot of stuff.
It's a difference between.
And if we take,
there's multiple things happening out here.
Go ahead, King. I'll let you.
There's pursuit. There's chase and pursuit. Those boys out here, they're chasing, so they're gonna get really fatigued. They're gonna get fatigued because they're chasing.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Understands. I run this, so I'm going to pursue. When I see her, boom. It's just like taking a walk. You see a flower, you go pick it. You know, you see.
It ain't no reindeer games going on.
So you pursue that, and y'all going to have a conversation.
So you walk up to her.
But what do you call it? What do you call that?
So you walk up to her.
Is it another term for that outside of friendship? Is it another term for that? Because I agree with all of that.
So you just putting a bookmark. So because you see her as your wife, somebody call her to see someone else is her husband.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
That's all that's doing.
Hey, read
it's
that,
just
Ty.
a bookmark. And
Cut that out. Cut that out, Selena. Cut that out, Selena. Stop playing, Selena. You need to stop that. Stop that. Stop that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It just sounds like you want to stop this woman from seeing someone else's husband because you see her as your wife. That's all you're doing.
This is my thing.
You're trying to block other.
Stop that, y'all. Y'all need to stop that. Stop that with them games.
Anybody into a relationship, why don't you want a relationship the way that God wants one with you, which is one that's willing?
Read the screen, y'all. Read the screen.
Want you to be
read the screen.
Okay.
Once you receive him, he never uncovers you. You uncovered yourself by choosing to go against his will.
But either way, we said you can't be uncovered. That just made our point.
That's
to be uncovered.
That's the way to be uncovered. We just said that. We just said that. So that means you can be uncovered.
Yeah.
By making decisions that go against him, that's uncovering you. So just like when you have a car and
You
you have a
relate this thing
manufacturer's
too deep.
warranty
It's
on
not
that
that
car,
deep, bro.
and you don't take that car back to Chevy to get fixed properly, and you take it to a
You better
shade
get
tree
the link.
mechanic, your whole manufacturer, your warranty is canceled. You
Tell
went
them I
and got
sent the
other
link,
parts.
John.
You went and got foreign parts to fix on this car, and now the deal is canceled. So that's how. That's how you get yourself from up under grace. But my question
Okay.
still remains:
What's your
is it a
question?
different friendship status? Is
Is
the
there another
status
word
changed?
besides friendship?
But is it another word prior to? Because all this stuff is true. You getting to know somebody, all that courtship, all that true. But is it another word outside of friend?
The thing is, though, you have to be specific
About what?
about when you say friend.
No, you don't, because friend means friend. I don't understand what
I
you mean
don't
by specific.
understand.
When you
Even
add
if
a
you
negative
giving up
up,
the
you're
cookie,
making
friend
it.
means
Yes,
friend means
because
friend. Even if you giving up the cookie,
yes, because the whole point of friendship is to
man,
keep
I'm
it
trying to tell you, they done blurred the lines
non-complicated.
tonight. The lines are blurred.
How
No,
is
it's
it
not.
blurred?
It's not, because
They're
y'all
made
adding the
clear.
confusion by saying that there's
Facts,
something
because
different
it's
going on
family.
other than
It's
friendship.
family that's friends with each other. So it's like all these word
You're
play. Just
supposed
stop
to
that.
be, though. You're
Stop that,
supposed
please.
to be. You're
Because
supposed to be friends
it's
with your
blood that's
family.
I'm
friends.
just saying
That's
you
the
got to
reason
be
why he
specific
says
these
that
It's
your
blood
days.
that's
friend
friends
sticks
with each other.
closer to you
We
than a
talking about
brother.
men or
Friend is a
women?
word we
That's what
use.
I'm saying. Cause see, as a
He
man,
says that's why
I
your
ain't gonna be on the
It
reindeer games.
goes back.
he
When
said
you
that's
It
why
goes.
your friend
Hold
sticks
on,
closer to you than a brother.
we're gonna do a little something. We're gonna do a little different. I'm waiting on Phil to come in. Phil's still writing in the thing. I'm waiting on Phil to come back in. But anyway, man, I gotta reset this situation, and we're gonna close out. If Phil don't come back in, we're gonna close out. Oh man, my girl Jazzy said she about to go. Don't leave, Jazzy, don't leave. Cause I want you to say something else, Jazzy. Don't leave, don't leave. But seriously, y'all, man, we gotta, like, for real, man, we have to really we gotta really pay attention to these words we're using at the end of the day, because to me as a man, and see, this is why I know Selena, she talk about kingdom. I love the kingdom. One of my, the title of my name is Lord Ty. I love kingdom. But at the end of the day, I'm a man before anything. When I was born, I was a male. The doctor tapped me on my behind and he told my mama it's a boy. So at the end of the day, we talking about true manhood. I'm not going for the reindeer games. I'm with my woman. I'm with my woman at cookout, all this, and this dude that she calls friend. And this dude she called friend, I found out by another family member or someone else, and it wasn't her. They said that this man had sex with her and she never really wanted to divulge that information. It's a situation. It's just that simple. I'm not getting ready to get into semantics and say he's still, I'm not gonna get into semantics and talk and try to decipher, well, he's still a friend. No, 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 no. This is a man that you got around us that you have been intimately with as a sexual partner, and you chose not to tell me. So that's why I'm saying, brother Dwayne, he's correct. He said that it goes beyond, just friendship. Now we done got into some issues that deals with your character, because now you don't want to give me information that I might need to know. It's gonna come up at some point. And this is what it's all about for real. Like, we talking about manhood. We can put the Bible in the closet on this, because as a man, I ain't going for it. I'm out, as a man, my job as a man, I want to make my woman as comfortable as possible. So if anybody gonna be around that I've had sex with, it's gonna be baby moms, and she gonna know by my interaction with the baby moms that ain't nothing going on funny, no funny business, and that's what we talking about tonight. We talking about that tonight. I mean, we can play word games all day. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? And again, what's another favorite? To each his own. Absolutely, to each his own. But at the end of the day, tonight we want the message to go across that true manhood, because I'm not a woman. I can't talk about true womanhood. But true manhood, we're not going for the foolishness. We're not going for the cornball behavior games. We're not going for the reindeer games. Okay. Here's a question for you that you can put down in your notes. Why should a man that you've had sex with. Not only that, a man that has agreed that if you offer him the cookie, he gonna take the cookie again. So all I gotta do is mess up, and you gonna get up out of the bed with me to go be with this other man. Don't you know all kind of craziness can happen? I'm talking about when you're in the presence of a real man. We're not talking about no simps. I'm talking about a real man. You leave the bed of a real man to go be with another nigga. Stuff might get caught on fire. I ain't gonna go no further because people be saying, "Oh, you do this type of stuff." No, I ain't never did. I ain't never set nothing on fire. I ain't never did nothing like that before we go running off. But I'm just saying, when you are in the presence of a real man and you with the reindeer games, what's her name? Superhead said that she said that she don't care what she said. She don't care if she married tonight. If Lil Wayne calls, she said she getting up out the bed to go with Lil Wayne. And I say any man that end up with Superhead is a weak man. Anyway, man, what's his name? He never did. Field ain't clicked the link, man. He ain't clicked the link. So oh, Mr. D. Oh, okay. So what we gonna do? We're gonna wrap this thing up, and I want to hear from to wrap us up. We're gonna hear from Mr. D and Jazzy, and I want to bring Jazzy in right now because Jazzy's so quiet, man. I don't like when Jazzy be all quiet like that. I need Jazzy to drop them bombs like she normally
So
do.
funny.
So the mic is all yours, Jazzy.
Man, the topic of the show should have been called Messy Friends, because that's what y'all acting like out here in these streets. And I am
Teach, sister.
not, huh?
I said teach.
I I don't judge, and I won't. The only person that I can really speak for is myself. Um, I unfortunately cannot agree with everything that the lady said. I can get some points, but there has to come a point in time where, we're talking about integrity and your personality and who you are as a woman. And I just can't see myself saying, oh, this person is my friend while I have a man, but I have the friend that I slept with around my man and I didn't tell my man. Like, it's just mind blowing to me. I wouldn't even want to be put in that situation. Um, to each his own. Y'all do you, and I'm gonna do me. But I'm gonna tell you right now, any man that I am with, if you are with a woman or have been sexually involved with another woman and she is around, you better have had told me before she comes along. Period. It's just at the end of the day, it's out of respect for the other person.
Come on.
I think it's a lot of like selfish people out here. I hear y'all, but then I don't. You know what I mean? It's hey, it is what it is nowadays. And I'm nowhere near insecure. I just feel like, I don't want to be out here looking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And don't do that. Like, I feel like that's really disrespectful. I would not want to hear about my man sleeping with somebody secondhand.
Come
So
on.
if they're going to be around, I need to be in the know, because that's just some information I would not want to be caught off guard with. Like, and I don't care what anybody has to say about that. Oh, she's insecure. Oh, no, I'm very secure, but you're not going to blindside me like that.
Come on now.
And that's all I got.
All right, thank you, Jazzy. I appreciate you coming on the show tonight, man. I
Thank you for
can't
having me.
wait to have you back on again.
I
Cause
know I need to be back a regular and get these.
well,
Get y'all
hey,
together
it ain't
because
all
this
you
is
got to do is
crazy.
just say the word, and you regular co-host. Just say the word, you regular co-host. Boom,
I know it.
already done.
All
Thank you,
right.
Jazzy. I
Have a good
appreciate it.
evening,
Thank you.
ladies. Have a good evening, gentlemen.
All right, you too. All right, okay. We gonna get D in here, and then John. Don't go nowhere, John. We're gonna get D in here, and then we're gonna get John, and I'm gonna wrap this thing up. We out of here tonight, y'all. I know we done held a little bit over. Go ahead, D.
Hey, man, I'm going to say this, man. Hope don't get upset about it, but it's hard to mix water and oil. If you're going to talk, about biblical things. Stick with biblical principles, because I'm listening to the ladies talking, and they're talking about the kingdom of God when they're actually saying that women can sleep around with 2 or 3 different men and not have a name. You're gonna have a name. And if you and when the sister was saying that if you go do something else, you're gonna separate yourself from God. You've already done it. Fornication. I mean, if you're gonna do with God, do with God. Those, and the Lord knows my heart. I think they're very intelligent ladies. But yesterday's show and today's show, I think them sisters been eating that loco weed, because man, they are off on the wrong base. And too bad I wasn't able to send them to the school of David's philosophical philosophy on biblical knowledge, because they're trying to use God's word to cover up them out there being what the street got a name for it. Now, I'm not calling them ladies that, but I'm saying the street got a name for it. But you don't use the word, and then it's hard for me to comprehend that Sister Selena is stuck up on a word. Friend. I mean, come on, status, friend is status. Listen, either you is or you ain't. That's the name of that tune. Either you do or you don't. I mean, that's the way it is. Man, you guys had a great show. Too bad everybody couldn't get into it. I would have really loved to hear what Phil had to say, because that's my man. That's my buddy right there. And, you know, you guys do a great job. Hanging there, T. John, you're my buddy, man. Roll with it. And ladies, I don't mean no disrespect. I think all of you as queens, but sometimes, ladies, you have to understand. And Sister Selena should comprehend this. Nowhere in the Bible did God ever take dominion away from man. In other words, whatever man say, that's the law, if she's going to stick with her kingdom principles. Love you guys. Catch you next week.
All right, love you, brother. Appreciate it. All right, man. Let's bring in John, and then we're gonna close this thing out, y'all. Man, let me say shout out to everybody, man. We love y'all. I know it seemed like we was up here fighting and arguing, but hey, I love everybody that was on this panel. We ain't nothing but one big happy family. Let me bring John back in. Yeah, John. Oh, John. Did John hang himself up? Oh, John. I know John gonna pop back in. While he do, let me pick somebody else to say something real quick. All right, I'm gonna bring the queen in real quick until John get back in. Go ahead, queen. Close us out with something real quick.
Sure. Because a lot of things that we're saying, we never say it. We never said these things. This is implied things that people added to, brought to, extra stuff. We were never saying those things. Never. And then to hear, like, I was listening to, oh girl, she like, I'm not secure, but right there. Right there. When you say I'm not secure, but you negated everything that you started out in your sentence with in the beginning. So you might as well have not have said it. So you have to look at the different things that's going on in your own personal life. It's not to each his own. It is for all of us to do what is written. And ain't nobody mixing vinegar and oil or oil and water. No, we're not. We're looking at exactly what he said. We're looking at the terminology that's being used. If he didn't say it and he's not using it, we're not using it. That's what me and Doc Ock is saying. So when you're looking into the Bible, you're looking into anything. When you say that this is your friend, the next stage is what? Because to say more, but that's not a defining term. So either way, if you're going to say, well, this is my best friend, but take off best, because that's adjective, and you have friend. You don't have anything outside of that. And your next stage is spouse marriage. And in that part, that right there is that conversation to say, we're taking it to the next level. Are there conversations prior to? Yes, it is. That's called developing relationship. That's not going through stuff, different stuff. Do I have a right to sleep with whoever I want? Yes, I do. Do I exercise that right? No, my character is going to determine saying that. No, I'm not out here trying to sleep with everybody. No, but what I am saying that if I wanted to, I have every right to. You cannot control me. And when you're talking about
I
God giving
agree.
people dominion, he gave man dominion, but he never gave him dominion over a person. Nobody has dominion over people. We have dominion over things, over the birds, over the earth, over these are the things we're supposed to cultivate. You have your own individual responsibility to yourself and then to other people. So nobody negated that we ain't supposed to be making sure everybody all right. That's not what we're saying. But what I am saying is that my business is my business. If I choose to disclose that to you, I can. And if I don't want to, I don't have to. And if me and you are just friends, this is not my husband. I can say this my man, but that's still your friend. If that's your friend and somebody else walk into some situation and you didn't know beforehand, whatever, here's the thing. I still am not obligated to tell you. If I want to tell you, I can. If you found out on the slide and then you ask me, I should have the character to then tell you the truth. But some stuff ain't even worth saying to some people. You want to know why? Because you're going to fill their head with all these different type of insecurities that they already got compiled on top of what they already dealing with. Some stuff you don't need to disclose. Some stuff you need to have discernment as to what you say and what not to say. And then why would I say something about somebody I ain't even with no more? This crazy, but it's exposing a lot of the insecurities that we have. It's exposing a lot of our selfishness. And if we're looking at the model, this is not the model that's given before us, because God ain't asking you to do that. He asks you to come to him freely, not because of what he does for you, but simply because of who he is. He's giving everybody time to get to know him, really get to know yourself again, because you are him. You are his image. So you're mastering you so that you can be whole. And now you are a friend to everybody. You're a friend to your mama. You're a friend to your children. You're a friend to whoever. But if you're saying, okay, this is my friend, but then now this ain't my friend no more, then guess what? You were never their friend. It wasn't that they ain't your friend. This is all reflective upon the type of person and type of character that you are. So it's not like games or reindeer games that we're sticking to the book and the law. And what I'm saying is what's occurring currently is a reindeer game. That's what's happening. People sleeping with whoever want. They don't tell nobody nothing. These are the reindeer games. And we're trying to correct everything with his law. And what he's saying is foundational things. There's a friend. Outside of mastering that, you should be a best friend to your friend. Now, if that friend chooses to be with you, they can be with you. But you can have this as your best friend and they can choose to go left. You still can't be mad at them because you don't have a right to. You have no role. You have no obligation. You can't. They can go left. You're supposed to still treat them exactly the same. And here's the thing too. When somebody fails you in relationship, that's opportunity. That's opportunity for you to exercise your God power, for you to forgive and restore. Put that person back in the same place prior to before they failed you. This is what God does for us. And so we're modeling this consistently. He ain't gonna put you with a perfect person. He gonna put you with somebody that you gotta restore, then they gotta restore you. You ain't even perfect. So for us to like pretend like things don't happen and we don't make mistakes and we don't do, hey man, cut that. We are sinners. We are fallen by nature. We ain't gonna never get this thing right. The only thing we can be perfect in is love and God's love, his way, not our made up way that's to benefit ourselves or try to hold somebody hostage because we don't want nobody else to get what we got till we decide if this is what we want. Because that's the game that's being played out here. But I just want everybody just to please, when we're talking, stay in the context of what it is that we're talking about, because it's very easy to like move around and go here left. But don't do that. Stay with
Queen, you only got
are.
5 seconds, Queen.
Sure.
We got to move on.
I'll just stop.
All right. Thank you, Queen.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
No
Let's
problem.
bring John back in. Let's bring John back in. There we go, John. Go ahead, John.
There we go.
Like that shirt you got
Hey,
on,
man,
bro. Like that shirt, man. Show that
yes,
shirt,
yes,
bro.
I got to
Oh,
represent.
man.
You know
I
what I'm
get
saying?
happy every time I see that shirt. Boy, I get happy.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, a great conversation tonight, man. Conversation was fire. Shout out to Brother Dwayne. We're going to get Fields on the next time.
All
But
right, bet,
brother
bet.
brother Dwayne has some real good points. What I want to say is, man, this conversation we're having, right? This
Yes, sir.
monologue is the same kind of monologue that we need to pass down to the next generation. Because Ty, you probably heard it before. When we used to work with kids, you see these
Mhm.
kids passing notes, and
Man, you are cutting up. You going in and out, John.
they would walk up to each other and they would address each other like that. They would say, "Hey, best friend," you know what I'm saying? And they took the term really light, really loosely, and really lightly. You know what I'm saying? And I want to reiterate something else, like how you were saying, Ty. Say you have two people that are friends, opposite sex, right? They hang out together. They never the conversation of crossing the line never even came up. But she's dating these other men, right? She's dating these other men, but she likes how you do your thing because you a real man. So she's really looking for a pattern. And let's say those two people end up, you know what I'm saying, doing the do. You know what I mean? So I feel how you was like, would that friendship still be the same after that, situation? So I feel what you was trying to say, and people was kind of skipping over that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Yeah.
if the sex was bomb or the sex was boo boo. So I feel what you
Mm-hmm.
were saying. But
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely think that this a conversation needs to be passed down to our kids because from what I've seen working with them, they use that term like they say, hey best friend, but really they just kids trying to have sex with each other. And they end up being adults that just having sex with each other. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's my best friend. They use the term too loosely. So this is a conversation that we need to pass down. You know what I'm saying? And uh man, that's all I got, man. Really great conversation tonight, man. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. My mama was trying to call in for God knows
Ooh,
what
wait.
reason. But
She could have called in too, man. The phone line was open tonight.
I gave her the number. I texted the number, so I don't know if she got through it. Did she dialed it right or what? But shout out to everybody that tuned in. Hey, hey, y'all, please keep tuning in, man. Like Brother Dwayne did, because we need y'all. We need y'all, on these conversations, man. We gotta have a man's point of view. And when me and Todd don't agree, we like to have another man to come in other than Mr. D and lay down the
Wait,
law
other than
or
Mr.
give us
D.
their opinion. Yeah. But shout out to Mr. D though, because Mr. D do come through sometime. But yeah, we like to have other people's opinion, man. So y'all keep calling in and
But
keep,
John,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm honestly tell you, John. I'm honestly tell you. I think it'd be funny sometime when me and you disagree because I still can't shake that Kardashian. I can't shake
Oh,
Kardashian.
let's leave that in the past. I'd rather talk about the NFL than talk about the Kardashians. But yeah, man, y'all shout out, man. Tyron, real quick, man. Tell them if they want to support. Tell them what's the cash app.
Cat. Oh man, hold on. Wow, I forgot to even hit the cash out. I got a banner for the cash out, man. Oh man, all right. Let's see. I don't know if it's gonna come on. Is the cash app gonna come on? But hey, there it is. There it is. Tyron Joe, cash dollar sign. Tyron Joe, man, hit us up. You know what I'm saying? We want to further this program. We want to further this podcast, man. And John, you ain't do your shout outs, man. GIB.
Hit the cash app, man. We need y'all support. We're trying to do it big. And you know I wasn't gonna forget, bro. Shout out to GIB. You know what I'm saying?
Ah! Gotta shout out GIB, and then I'm about to shout out GP, Glen Park, west side of Gary. Man, hold on. Dwayne, where you from? Let Dwayne shout out some part of Gary. Where you from, Dwayne? Unmute yourself. Unmute
If you
yourself.
say Ivanhoe,
I'm from there.
if you say Ivanhoe, we cut you off the show.
You hit?
Where you
Hey,
from, Dwayne?
nah, man, forget all that. Hey, you hear me?
Where you from?
I'm from East Side. I'm from East Side Gary, man. East Side
Oh,
Gary,
East
Thomasville,
Side.
Walker,
Okay.
Okay,
Tennessee.
okay. Oh yeah, all the states. Yeah, I lived over on the states too. Then I went to the presidents. Went to the presidents. All right,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
over there from
Real quick,
Central
real
Nine,
quick.
Tennessee.
Hey, real quick. Give us like maybe a few seconds of a final ending, Dwayne. That we're gonna go to the doc. We want a few seconds because we done held over too long tonight, y'all. Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh man, listen. First of all, I want to clear up what Jazz said. She said she wasn't insecure. That was her statement, that she wasn't insecure, and she did. But at the same time, she didn't want to be blindsided, and nobody should be blindsided. I loved your scenario, Ty. I think you gave a great scenario, and it was
Appreciate it,
one
brother.
that what made a lot of sense. It made a lot of sense. It was a great scenario to really get an honest thing, and it was an opportunity for somebody to say, you know what, that is a bad situation for anybody, because you're saying that you have a steady guy. He is the guy. He's the guy. That was the example. He's the guy. That could go to marriage. That could go to anything. He's the guy. But you got this guy hanging around who has let it be known he'll hit at the slightest chance again. That's a problem. So what I'm like I said, the two most abused words, I want people to understand this in this world for decades: friend, love. They've been abused too much. And like you know what I'm saying, John said, man, we got to get to talking about this so that men and women can stop fighting and understand each other. Because when you're about to transition to something serious, there is a talk. Everything's not about words. You do have to have a talk in any situation.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate you coming on tonight, man. All right, let's bring in the doc. You know what I'm saying? We got to bring the doc in. Like I said, we are one big happy family. I love everybody on this panel. We might be fighting like brothers and sisters, but next week we might be crying like brothers and sisters. Let's bring in the doc.
Hey, so I don't know. All I've gathered from a lot of the other side of this argument is it sounds like a bookmark for marriage. So if you're not actually intending on marrying this person, they wouldn't know that until you don't marry them. And so my whole thing is that the whole like exclusivity and like, yeah, that is a conversation that's had. And then like I said, it's also not implied that just because you can sleep around that you are sleeping around. You might not even necessarily even be that sexually active or even intimate at all, with the person that you're quote unquote with. So that's still information that really should only be privy to the people that's involved. As with the other person that might show up at this whatever that's going on. My whole thing is that if I'm the chick with the guy that show up at the party with the guy or whatever, and the other chick is there, that's not my situation. That's not something that I'm being blindsided by. That's him that's being blindsided by, because he's the one that's involved with her, not me. He's the one that's in that situation, not me. So I'm not going to take none of that personally, and I'm not going to take it as a dig to him being dishonest with me or any, because I never asked him about it. I didn't even know about her. So how is that showing that he's dishonest with me, that he didn't just come to me like, oh, look, I didn't know she was going to be here, but I had sex with her. Okay, what does that have to do with me? Like that's what that sounds like you want to happen. Like, oh, look, I ain't, because it doesn't sound like you invited her. Like, so it's not like you knew she was gonna be there. And even if you did know she was gonna be there, what does that have to do with what I'm doing with you now? Like, I trust my decision in interacting with you, and that your integrity isn't, and your intent isn't to hurt me or to do anything like out of care, like, that would make me feel some type of way about how me and you are interacting. So I can't judge our interaction off of how you interact with someone else, because she's not me and I'm not her. So I would be doing myself a disservice by thinking that that lessens our connection. And that's
True.
what I got. That's what I got from that, and that's why I said yes. They are still my friend, because I interact with that person on a very unique level, in a unique way, because they are them, and whoever else I'm interacting with, they are them. And so I'm not making this that or that this. So don't do it yourself, because all it's gonna do is just set up a whole nother scenario in your head that nothing I can say or do is gonna be able to change.
Good advice, Doc.
All right, okay, doc. I got you, doc. Somebody just shouted you out. They said you winning with that one. Oh, look at her. You got her blushing. You got her blushing,
I guess
y'all.
I'm just about protecting my peace. That's all.
All right, that's what's up. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, man. John, anything else? Because I'm about to wrap this thing up.
No, man, just I want to tell the people, man, hit the cash app, you know what I'm saying? So these shows can be like it was tonight. We had a fire show. We had
Fire,
a lot of
fire.
dialogue, a lot of opinions going on. We're gonna try to get Fields on, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure Fields has some good points and some real good
Oh
opinions. I
man,
want to hear
that's a
him and
wise
Selena
brother.
go at it. I want him and Selena go back and forth. So we're gonna get that, we're gonna make that happen. So y'all tune
Okay.
in so y'all can see that happen.
All right, that's what's up. I appreciate it, John. Appreciate it, John. Man, let's we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up, y'all. At the end of the day, y'all, hey, at the end of the day, with me, it's all about manhood and it's all about being truthful. Okay, be truthful. I dated a woman one time and she felt in her heart that I was a cheater because the type of attention that I used to get from women when we would walk around. But you know what? She would check my phone and all that. Couldn't find nothing. And you know what? I wasn't mad at her because, that's how she was feeling inside of herself. And therefore, when she was able to find out, oh, he's not cheating. He's just a man that a lot of women like. She left it alone, and we was cool. We ended up breaking up later on off some other stuff, but other than that, that's just what it was. She really thought, and we had a nice little conversation because I was like, this is grounds for removal. I think that song by Beyonce, it just came out, You Are Replaceable, and I had that playing in the background. She felt some type of way. She got the tissue and she started crying because that song You Are Replaceable was on, and I was letting her know. I was like, this is grounds for being replaced. Because why? I mean, for real, based off the attention that I was getting from other women. And it wasn't even those sexual attention. It was like women knew who I was, so they would come up and say, "Hey, how you doing?" They would speak to me. And so, that's just what it is they be truthful. So if you being truthful, you ain't gotta hide nothing. All right, that's what it's all about. And that's why I go to manhood 101 is that as a man, we owe it to ourselves to tell the truth. Even to the part when you first make an encounter with a woman that you like. Okay, we didn't get on this. If this is a woman that you really into, I'm gonna say into, but a woman that you just saying you like, damn, she is hot. All right, now, you discover that she hot, and it ain't about to be no platonic. And I think words are important. I think words are very important because you got to define some things. Because you tell me friend, when I think friend, I'm just thinking just a friend. I'm not thinking this person is trying to get the cookie. But you talking about this is a platonic friend. Okay, this is a platonic friend. All right. And now I'm tripping. I'm saying you see this woman. All right. And now you got it. You like, all right, let me go talk to her. When I'm talking about being a man, I'm talking about let her know what you want to do. If you feeling like having sex with this woman, let it be made known. That's what I'm talking about with transparency. Not, man, not holding out nothing. Be like, hey, I would like to share your company. I want to share your company. Do they? That's what we talking about as a man. Do they? Don't be afraid. That's all. Don't be afraid. Because at the end of the day, a lot of my mentors, they talk about how God uh gave the order to Adam. And when Adam bit off the apple, watermelon, orange, whatever the fruit was, when Adam ate it, that's when the world was put into sin. And so at the end of the day, as a man, it's all about my reactions to things. It's all about how I move. So if I'm being a outstanding man and I'm telling the truth, and I got young men that's following behind me, they gonna tell the truth, and they're not gonna be on cornball behavior. They're not gonna bring around women that they previously had sex with and say that they are a friend or whatever. I mean, not to say that they can't be cordial and nice to these people. No, please be cordial and nice, but just know that you have a special place. There's a special place for you, and your place is not to be in my house. Your place is not to be in my personal space, but your place may be to be, hey, your place may be a person that, you know what, if you need something, call me. If I need something, I call you. That's it. But at the end of the day, we must tell the truth. That's all. Tell the truth. Be 100. Like, I've had plenty of women, like back in the day when women asked men, you just want to get in my pants, and a lot of men would cake around and lie. No, when that question is asked to me, yes. Because then what happens then when you say yes? This woman, she can't conjure up these little reindeer games that they play and try to manipulate. She now is faced with something like, well, he told me that he do want to have sex with me. So there's a decision, there's a choice that I gotta make. Tell the truth. Real men drink water because our ladies want us to be King Kong in the bed. Start drinking y'all some water, fellas and ladies. Start drinking y'all some water. It's time for real. It's time that we really take control and dominion over our health. It's time that we take control and dominion over our mind. Time that we take control and dominion over our finances. And with that being said, hey, I will see you guys in 7 days. Man, I appreciate everybody that chimed in. I appreciate everybody that was a part of the studio, that was in the studio. I appreciate everybody that that put in their 2 cents. Man, it was greatly appreciated. Love you guys. We see you next week in 7 days. Peace.